Yo! What is good? Sixer Nation, Philly Take Nation, welcome on in to another edition of Philly Take with RB, Sixers Game Day live show. One of those weird Sunday afternoon games, a Sunday matinee edition, as the Sixers look to wrap up a 4-game week with their third win. But it's not going to be easy. However, there are some twists, some things you may not have expected. And we're going to break it all down. And we're going to give you all the coverage. Because even on a football Sunday, we're here. We're rocking. Let's go. The red-hot Miami Heat coming into town to take on the 76ers, who are coming off a crazy overtime win led by a career-high 54 out of Tyrese Maxey. Can he replicate his success? Can the Sixers get a win? Talk about it all, man. Let's go! Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, yeah, baby. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome on in officially to the Sixers Game Day live show right here on Philly Take with RB. Officially, it is the Sixers Game Day live show presented by our friends at National University. And as always, we are powered by the Sleeper app. Shout out to everybody in the chat. This is the #1 Sixers Game Day live show. We give you pregame, live game, post-game coverage, including our staple play-by-play and reactions, our analysis, and we break it down as it all goes down. We read out your comments in the chat in real time, and we take your phone calls after the game. Do me a huge favor. Hit the thumbs up button, man. I don't want to have to remind you, man. First way in on the chat. First thing you do, smash the thumbs up button. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell. Don't miss the videos. Don't miss the live shows. Don't miss the shorts. We are doing everything to pump out as much content as we can, but it takes your support. Follow us on all platforms, Instagram and TikTok at Philly Take with RB. Follow us on Facebook at Philly Take with RB. And follow me on Twitter/X, where I give you all the Sixers news, updates, and thoughts behind the scenes at RB Philly Take. Shout out to all the members in the chat. The channel memberships have been growing. Shout out to all the people who've been gifting memberships. A lot of great things in store. If you want to become a member, not only get your comments read out first, get them highlighted a different color, but also receive those loyalty badges, those exclusive emojis in the chat, and more exclusive perks, hit that join button down below or hit the link pinned in the live chat. All right, man. It is time to get us rocking and rolling. Here on the Game Day live show, we do it every single game, 4.5 hours of condensed coverage, and we started off with our pre-game show. So look, man, it's a Sunday morning, afternoon. You may just be getting settled in. Maybe you're just coming home from church. Maybe you're getting ready for football, which is about to start. Not a huge fan of the Sunday afternoon games because I feel like they get kind of lost in the sauce. But one thing about RB is that we're here, man, and we're going to stream as many games as we can. And yes, I will be covering the Eagles later today. Make sure you check out my Eagles channel at A to Z Sports Philly. Search it up on YouTube. Check it out. But with that being said, we have some Sixers business to get to first. Now, you may have thought that this matchup isn't that interesting. Miami, right? Didn't expect them to be that good this year. Well, Miami's kind of on a heater right now. Not going to lie. But before we talk about that, there are some updates in this game. First, for the 76ers. Joel Embiid remains out. 7th consecutive game he has missed with right knee soreness. Nick Nurse said that it seems to be getting better, but he still has pain. And the doctors think that the Sixers are doing whatever they can to, make sure it's right before they get him back on the floor. I still don't feel good about the Joel Embiid stuff. So I don't know. We'll see what happens with Joel Embiid, but he is not on the floor again for his 7th consecutive game. Kelly Oubre remains out with his knee injury. He'll be reevaluated in a couple weeks. Adem Bona remains out with his ankle injury. I believe this is the last game he'll miss. He might miss another one depending on how it feels. But once again, it'll be Andre Drummond trying to bear the load of all the center minutes. They'll probably run Barlow at the backup 5. Barlow is not starting tonight, so I'm guessing that is the plan for Nick Nurse. And that's why Justin Edwards remains in the starting lineup. However, we have a new insertion into the starting 5 today, and that is no other than Quentin Grimes. Q-Dot is getting his first start of the season. Why is that? VJ Edgecombe is out today with right calf tightness. VJ Edgecombe reported calf tightness after the last game against Milwaukee. Whether he has calf tightness or not, maybe it's just a rest day. I feel very good about giving VJ Edgecombe the day off, and here's why. He started off on a heater this year. First 5-6 games, looked like he was going to blow away the Rookie of the Year race. He still played okay. He's contributing in certain areas, but he just has not looked the same. Doesn't have the same lift on his jump shot. Doesn't have the same explosiveness. And I think Nick Nurse played him too many minutes in the first 7 games of the year, first 8 games of the year. So if there's a game that I would give VJ Edgecombe off, it is today. I think he needs it. 4-game week. He looks gassed. And whether it's a rest day or whether he's dealing with his calf tightness, I think this is a good game to give him his first rest. So with that being said, Quentin Grimes is now being inserted into the starting 5 today. So it's going to be Tyrese Maxey, Quentin Grimes, Justin Edwards, Paul George, and Andre Drummond. As for the Miami Heat, Norman Powell is a game-time decision. Norman Powell, you may think, is just a role player. He's dealing with a hip injury, but let me tell you something right now. If you haven't been watching the Heat all season, Norman Powell is on a heater. No pun intended. Norman Powell, I don't think he's been an all-star, but he has been pretty damn close. Like, he's been the leader of that team. Tyler Hero has not played a game yet. He is still out, so he will not make his season debut today. But Norman Powell has stepped up big time, man. He has been huge. We'll talk about the stats in a second, but he is a game-time decision. I think he's going to play. We'll wait to get that update. Nikola Jovic is out. Terry Rozier is out, as we know. And Andrew Wiggins also dealing with a hip injury. He is out as well. So the Heat are banged up. Sixers are still a bit banged up. Let's talk about these teams briefly. The Heat have won 3 in a row. They've won 6 out of their last 8. Norman Powell is their leading scorer without Tyler Hero. Powell's averaging 25 points a game, just under 4 boards, and 2.5 assists and 1.2 steals. Now, it's ironic because the Clippers gave up on Norman Powell, and the ideology behind it was, okay, we're going to go out and get Bradley Beal, and he's going to be our guy, and we're going to get John Collins. They just kind of gave up on this guy. And Norman Powell is pretty much on a vengeance tour saying, hey, you shouldn't have got rid of me. Then you have Bam Adebayo, who I always think has been a pretty good center. He's a different style of big. You know, he's more of like a, let me play in that mid-range area. You know, let me be, let me just be like a mid-range specialist in a way, but also like be a pick and roll, just maestro with my guards and just be able to like play a lot of up-tempo basketball. So Bam Adebayo's having a pretty good season, averaging 28 and 3. Andrew Wiggins has been pretty good so far, but like I said, he's out today. And Jaime Jaquez, who was pretty much unplayable last year, he was out of the rotation, is having a big bounce back. He's averaging 16 points a game, almost 7 boards, 5 assists. So Jaime Jaquez has been good. Khalil Ware, second-year player, pretty solid big as well. They can do different things with him and Adebayo. So that's what we're looking at. Davion Mitchell has been a surprise off the bench. You know, he's been cooking now for a little while, a couple years, ever since that play-in game. That's where the Miami Heat are at. Overall, do I think they're like some title contender? No. I think they're kind of riding the wave of the beginning of the season. But when I look at the 76ers, who have been back and forth, the Sixers, literally their last 6 games, or last 7 games, win, loss, win, loss, win, loss, win. So it's been one by one by one by one. And the Sixers, despite that crazy overtime win, I mean, they should not have gone to overtime with the Milwaukee Bucks. And I am a little concerned that Tyrese Maxey is going to be burnt out. He put a career-high 54 points up. He's the fourth player ever to have 500 points and 100 assists through the first 15 games of a year. He is playing like an MVP. They don't have him in the top 5. I would have him in the top 3. That's how good he's been, without his 2 max co-stars, by the way. But overall, I think that Maxey is going to need some help. And this is one of those games, weird time game in the afternoon, where I could really see somebody else needing to step up, especially with VJ out. Could Paul George be that guy? Paul George played really well last game, and I think that they need a big Paul George game or a big Quentin Grimes game. Like, they need somebody to step in and just take a little of the load off of Tyrese Maxey. Because right now, he's playing amazing, but he is getting worn out, man. So those are my thoughts with this game so far. Now, one other thing I wanted to point out, because I always talk about the team ratings. The Sixers are 12th in offensive rating. The Miami Heat are 16th. But on the flip side, the Sixers are the 18th ranked defensive team with defensive rating, and the Miami Heat are number 4. So the Heat are playing really good defense. Like I said, they play quick. They're able to switch everything. Eric Spoelstra has a knack for bringing on players who you think are like the end of the rotation guys, and then they just end up being integral pieces of the rotation. So Miami is finding some gems. Like I said, I don't think they're like some top-level Eastern Conference team, but without Tyler Hero, they've played well. They moved the ball well. And one other thing I wanted to point out. The Miami Heat are the best first-quarter team in the NBA, averaging 34 points per game. They are the second-best second-quarter team, averaging 31.5 points per game. And they are the 6th-ranked fourth-quarter team, averaging 29.7 points per game. So they are amazing in the first half. Similar to Philly, they are not as good in the third quarter. Sixers are still dead last, or actually they're second to last. Heat are at 17th, but they're better than Philly. So the Heat are going to come out, and what I would expect them to do is come out hot in the first couple quarters. Can the Sixers keep up with it? We'll see. But it seems like both of these teams are not as good in the third quarter. So whichever team can finally, break that curse, I guess, is going to have success in this game. That's really all I got on this game. Like I said, the Heat are defending well. They are, they got a couple nice rebounders in Bam Adebayo and Khalil Ware. And the Sixers, are trying to wrap up a week here, but it would be nice to get a win. They have 2 games this upcoming week, and it would be nice to make a statement win here against Miami at home, where the Sixers are 5-3. Miami has not traveled well. They are 3-5 on the road. And that's where we're at, man. That is where we're at. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I want your thoughts on this game. How do you feel about the Joel Embiid stuff? How do you feel about VJ Edgecombe missing a game today for his first one? How do you feel about Paul George? Do you think he can have another big game today and take some of the pressure off of Tyrese Maxey? I want all your thoughts on this game down in the comment section. I'm going to give some shout outs here in just a couple minutes. And of course, we will get your score predictions and all that good stuff. But ladies and gentlemen, before we do that, we got to give a huge shout out to our great presenting sponsor of today's show. That is Sleeper. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't downloaded Sleeper yet, you are sleeping, because Sleeper is the place to be. They are the organically fastest growing platform in the world with fantasy. They had over 6 million active users in 2023. And they are a one-stop shop for all your sports needs. You can chat on games in real time, get the fastest scores, news, and updates right at your fingertips. You can play fantasy, which I do for football. But the best part is Sleeper's Picks, where you can choose 2 to 8 of your favorite players, pregame, live game, or across different sports. All you have to do is pick the overs or the unders. Pick more or less than the predicted stats. You can combine these, play in contests, and get up to 1,000 times your payout. If your picks win, use the code PHILLYTAKE, get up to a $100 match on your first deposit. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and make our picks for today's game. Last game, we were 0 for 3. So, yeah, that was not my best performance. However, we are bouncing back today, just like the 76ers. So let's go ahead and check out the NBA tab, and let's go ahead and make a couple picks today. Let's see. We got Paul George. I'm feeling a Paul George performance here. What about points, rebounds, and assists? Paul George, 24.5. That feels like a little too much to me. Paul George, 16.5 points. I'm a little wary on that. I do think Quentin Grimes is going to have a big game. So I'm going to pick Q Dot over 17.5. I do like Andre Drummond on the rebounds today, 12.5. A little bit risky, but I just feel like Drummond's going to have one of those big 15 rebound games. And I also think that, where is he at? Norman Powell is going to go over 23.5. Like I said, he's been averaging 25 a game. And I think Norman Powell is going to continue his success, especially without Tyler Hero. So anyway, we're going to go with Quentin Grimes, Norman Powell, Andre Drummond. That's our picks. Once again, download the app, get a free $20 entry right now on Sleeper, and use code PhillyTake to get a 100% match up to $100. Shout out to Sleeper. Terms and conditions apply. See Sleeper's terms of use for details. Operational in over 25 states. Shout out to Sleeper. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is about that time. We need final score predictions in the chat. Drop your final score prediction, your leading scorer prediction. How many points will they have? If you have any bold takes, drop them in the chat. How do you think this game is going to go for the Philadelphia 76ers? This game, to me, is up in the air. And a couple games ago, I picked the Sixers to win, even though I knew deep down the Raptors were going to win. I'll be honest, man, I'm torn. I am torn. The reason I'm torn is because VJ Edgecombe is out. Paul George and Jared McCain are still on minute restrictions. Tyrese Maxey just literally gave it his all the other night, and it's the last game of a 4-game week, and it's at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Like, it feels like one of them weird games, you know? So I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm kind of torn on this one. I could see both teams winning. I think I'm going to make the Sixers prove me wrong, because I did that like 5 games ago, and I didn't do it after that. But I always go with my gut, and my gut tells me that the Heat just play a style of basketball, especially in the first half. And if the Heat go into halftime with a lead, I just think it's going to be tough for the Sixers to catch up, because until I see them do it in the third quarter, I don't believe they can. I do think it'll be close. I think it's going to be cardiac, but I'm going to pick the Miami Heat to win this game, especially with how they've been playing defense. And I think it's going to be 116 to 111. 116-111 Miami is my final prediction. Hopefully it's reverse psychology and the Sixers tell me to shut up and they prove me wrong and the Sixers win the game. But I'm going to say 116-111 Miami. Give me your final score predictions, your leading scorer predictions, and all that good stuff in the chat. I think my leading scorer in this game is going to be Norman Powell with 28 points. Actually, you know what? I'm going to say 31 points. Norman Powell with 31. Not that I don't think Maxey can continue his excellence. And I know there's going to be people in the chat that are like, oh, look at Maxey if he has a bad game. But I ain't blaming Maxey for nada. Until Maxey can get his $56 million or whatever it is player back next to him, I can't blame Maxey. He's putting it all out on the line. And I need to see another consistent game from Paul George. By the way, did you know that Joel Embiid's extension kicks in next year? Hasn't even kicked in yet. $67 million a year. Wild. Anyway, Norman Powell for 31. Heat win it 116 to 111. That's my thought. But I hope Maxey does it again, even though I know he's probably gassed for energy. And yeah, see what happens. Hopefully the Heat make me look bad. All right, ladies and gentlemen, give me your final score predictions in the chat. First off, Blazing gifting a Philly Take membership. Shout out Big Blazing in the chat. Busy says the zone defense, we forget how to break a zone. Karen in the chat, what's up? Remy got a gifted membership. Congratulations, Remy. Big Rud in the chat, what's up, my guy? AG says 108, 103 Heat. Karen says Sixers getting a W. Clint, what's up, brother? Says 117, 112 Sixers. Maxi with 27. Philly Meme says 116, 110 Sixers win. Maxi, again, he will drop 36. Also, guys, make sure you change your username if you want me to be consistent with who you were before. YouTube did an update, so now we can only see like your actual username at. Mods, make sure you let people know how to do that. I think you got to like click the little dots or the pencil or something. You can go to your profile and change your name to what it is or what it was. Because for me, like some of the names do not look the same as they did before, thanks to YouTube's update. Karen's leading scorer will be Tyrese. Ailey says Sixers 122, 114. Who else we got? No Maxi slander says Busy. I agree. Philly Meme says 116, 110. Maxi with 36. 115, 100. PG with 25 today. JB says 111 to 99. What's up, JB? What's up, JB? Shout out to my guy. Martin says RB Maxi gonna want the Cowboys to win later. Shout out to my guy Maxi, man. I understand why he's a Cowboys fan. They're going down too. So let's hope it's a 2-for-2 win in Philly type of day. We'll see, man. 120, 118 Quentin Grimes 40. Let's see. Who else we got? 116, 110 Heat. 116, 110. No prediction. Maxi 36 versus Heat. What else we got? 111, 99 Sixers. VJ for a 30. John says 108, 103 Maxi with 40. What else we got? Unless your name happens to be in your username. Exactly. If your name's in your username, then you're good. But if it's different, like there was a few in there, I would go change your name. That way I know who you are. Don Boyle says 119, 114 Sixers. Pure Philly pain. Sixers win 111, 106. Maxi with a quiet 30. JB says Hunting Park in the hizzy. Big Rud says 119, 110. Maxi 32. Maxi drops over 70. Let's go. Let's go, man. Let's do it, bro. 20 points to keep the streak alive and the win, and I'm happy, says Big Blazin'. Dom says somebody drop me a membership. Yeah, it doesn't work like that, bro. If you want a membership, hit the join button. The gifted ones get randomized. It's really about the people that interact in the chat. So Julius is 116, 111 Sixers. Maxi 31. Banches, I hope they change the name thing back soon. Salute chat, hit the like. Yes, sir. Where are we at? We're at 59. Come on, y'all. Don't slack, man. It's a Sunday afternoon. Neighbors probably didn't sleep well last night. Let's piss them off even more. It's a big day in Philly sports. I will be here, and then I'll be on the Eagles channel for the post game later. So if you haven't checked out the Eagles channel, mods, drop it in the chat at A to Z Sports Philly. Ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time, man. What do they say here on Philly Take? I think it's something like drop the beat. Drop the beat. Norman Powell shooting 46% from three. Holy smokes. Drop the beat. Let's wake them up, man. Get us to 100 likes. We bring the energy every single game. Let's go. Game Day Live. Let's go, man. Yeah. Let's go, man. Let's go, man. Let's go, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Sixers Game Day Live presented by our great friends at National University. We are one subscriber away from 49,300 subscribers. Let's see who number 300 is. We are at 71 likes. Get us to 100 likes, man. Welcome in. Sunday matinee edition. Sixers against the Heat. Big day in Philly sports. I see people in the chat saying I'm not an Eagles fan. That's all good, man. You don't have to be an Eagles fan. Look, if you want to support my other channel, you can. You don't have to, man. But I'm growing over there. I'm growing, trying to grow as the Philly creator, man. I'm trying to take over the game. So any way you can support us helps. We've really built everything organically. I love the community we have here. We do this every single game, man. We're putting in the work, 4.5 hours every game, pregame, live game, postgame show. You know, we're clipping up shorts for our social medias. We're growing on every platform. So think about it this way, man. You get to come in here and you get to spend a ton of time with other fans of the same team or maybe the opposite team. And you get to talk about the game. You get to react to the announcer. You get to talk to the announcer. You get the play-by-play. You get to call into the show. You get everything you need. You get the live stats. I mean, what else can you ask for, man? Let's take over the game, man. I say it every show, but we have the best community. I'll put it up against anybody, man. So if you support me in the journey, you know what to do, man. Follow us everywhere. Subscribe to our channel. Let's get to 50K, man. Let's get to 50K. And yes, I will be on my Eagles channel later at A to Z Philly. Check it out. I'll be doing a post game over there, post game video. And the Cowboys are going down. So I know there's like a little weird mix of Sixers and Cowboys fans, but y'all are going down today too. I am picking the Sixers to lose this game just because I feel like it's one of them weird games, but I hope they prove me wrong. And I hope the Eagles win. And it's a great day, 2 for 2. Let's get it, man. Let's get it, man. Guys, how do we feel about Joel Embiid, man? How do we feel about Joel? I'm not feeling well about Joel Embiid. I'm not feeling good about Joel. Also, what time is it where you guys are tuning in from today? I know a couple people from Australia said it would be the middle of the night. I don't know what time it is in Australia, but if you are in here and it's like the middle of the night, since it's not a normal time, shout out to you, man. Give yourself a pat on the back. If not, you'll be able to watch the post game later today. I'm probably not going to take live callers today just because right when this game ends, I got to go over and do Eagle stuff, but we'll do a condensed post game today. We'll do a shorter post game today, and then we'll be back Tuesday against the Magic, and then it's Friday against Brooklyn. So yeah, man, we got a lot to talk about, a lot to do. I'm freaking pumped, man. I love doing this, man. I really do. I really do. I appreciate y'all, man. Shout out to the members. Shout out to the moderators. If you want to become a member, hit the join button. Let's go, man. Who else we got in here? Beer Battered Gummy Shark, a.k.a. Tika. What's up, Beer Battered Gummy Shark? I'd trade A.J. Brown's kidney for a pair of knees for Embiid. Wow. What a take. What a take. I've been talking a lot about the A.J. Brown stuff, man. Had a reel go viral on Instagram on the A to Z page. Had I think like 600,000 people tap into that. Yeah, the AJ stuff is crazy, man. 5 a.m. in Australia, says Beer Battered Gummy Shark Tika. Wow, 5 a.m. It's incredible, man. It's incredible, man. Wow. That's wild, man. 5 a.m. y'all are tapped in. That's how I know you guys are diehards. The mommy says, I bet the Sixers to win. Place a large wager on the Birds. Let's go, Philly Nation. Let's go, man. Let's go, man. James says, I'm waiting for the Eagles game. I came in here to pop in the stream. My score prediction, 120 to 117 Sixers. You can like any team, but if you're from Philly and a Cowboys fan, kind of wild. I agree with that, man. You know what it is, bro? Because I actually know a lot of people in my personal life that are Sixers and Cowboys fans. You know what it is? Back in the 90s, they hopped on the bandwagon while the Cowboys won a couple Super Bowls and Eagles were really bad. And, you know, obviously the tides have turned and the Cowboys haven't made an NFC championship in 28 years now, 29. So now they can't reverse back. They're still Philly every other team, but they can't reverse back to being an Eagles fan. And it's the funniest thing in the world because I'm like, dude, why would you put yourself through that kind of pain? Why would you put yourself through the chokes of the Cowboys and the Sixers and the Phillies? Oh man. It's crazy, man. But that is what I believe has happened to a lot of the people, at least the ones that I know in real life. So anyway, man, it's great for me because I get to, bust their balls all day. I'm like, dude, Cowboys. They don't even try to talk their talk anymore, man. But hey, it is what it is. 2 a.m. in the Philippines. Let's go. Shout out to the Philippines. Woo. Guys, if you were not here on Thursday night, it was a crazy stream. It was one of those legendary Philly Take streams, man. Went to overtime. Tyrese Maxey had 54, a career high. He was unbelievable. They have Tyrese Maxey at 8th on the MVP list. That's ridiculous, man. He should be top 3. Who has played better than Tyrese Maxey this season, all things considered? You could throw Jokic in there. You could throw SGA. They're 16-1. Guys, the Thunder might win, they might beat the Warriors record, if I'm being honest. I'm being honest, man. Let's see. The mommy says facts about that, RB. They're crying Cowgirls fans now, too. James says tell them to come back home. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's just hilarious, bro. Guys, we don't even have 100 likes yet. Come on, man. 200 people in the chat. Listen, bro, it's a Sunday morning, afternoon. This is like the warm-up to the Eagles game, but we've had a lot of fun. The Sixers are a 1.5-point favorite. It's going to be a very tight game. Every game is cardiac. You know that. It's going to be a long day of coverage. I'm excited. I'm going to drop my Eagles link in the chat as well, in case you guys want to go check that out. In case you guys haven't seen it yet. Let's see, man. Let's go, man. Come on. The reason, if you guys haven't watched my video yesterday, go watch that. But the reason I would have Tyrese Maxey in the top 3 of MVP is because he has done this without 2 of his max co-stars. That is not easy to do. Not easy at all. Gene says, I think it was the Cowboy cheerleaders in the 80s. Yeah, maybe that's what got him to do it. Maybe that's what got him to do it. Karen says, sorry to have missed last game. I was sick. Overtime in real time must have been amazing. Hey, hope you're feeling better, Karen. It was nuts in here. It was wild. Even though it shouldn't have been an overtime game because Giannis was out. But yeah, you never know what to expect with the Sixers, man. I mean, like I was saying in the pregame show, both of these teams, the Sixers and the Heat, are both bad third quarter teams, but the Sixers are by far the worst. They're still not playing well in the third. And the Miami Heat are the best first half team in the NBA right now at 10-6 without Tyler Hero, who has not played a game yet. So to be quite honest with you, man, I think that if Miami comes out on a heater, it's going to be hard for the Sixers to come back in the third quarter. Guys, one more thing I wanted to say, and then we're about to wake up the neighbors. But YouTube, as you see in the chat, has made some changes to the username thing. So make sure you change your username if it is different from what your actual name is on Google, I guess is the best way to put it. Some of the names got switched up, so it's hard for me to know who's who, but hopefully that makes sense. And the other thing I'll say is YouTube has now introduced a thing called hype points, which is pretty much one, I think there's a little button on the stream or videos that you can hype, which pushes it into the algorithm more. And also when you have these moments in a live stream where you're engaging a lot and commenting a lot, YouTube now picks up on that as a hype point and also pushes the stream out more. So as always, man, let's get this chat popping. Let's, get a bunch of interaction in here with each other and keep it respectful, and let's have a great show, man. We do this every game, so welcome on in, whether it's your first time or your 500th time, whatever, man. Let's do it. Happy Sunday. Let's get it. Don Boyle gifting a Philly Take membership. Let's go! Let's freaking go, man. Let's go, man. Guys, please no spoiling in the chat, no spamming. Time your stream up with mine. We are still working on some things behind the scenes, so be patient with us. Members, I need y'all to drop the MVP emojis for my boy, Dom Boyle. Congratulations to XX Green, who just got a gifted membership. 230 people in the chat. It's time to wake up the neighbors, man. Maybe they're coming home from a Sunday afternoon looking for a nap before the Eagles game. Guess what? It's time to wake them up. Let's go. Wake them up. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. Mods, if somebody is spoiling the game heavily, make sure to give them a reminder. And if they don't listen, you can time them out briefly. But, yeah, man. Let's go. Let's go. Busy B says, y'all, make sure you allow gifts on your channel to enable your chances. There you go. It's another great pointer. Something I didn't even know as well. Guys, follow us on all platforms, whether you're on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Follow us everywhere, man. Handles down below. Mods will be throwing them in the chat. Let's get it, man. Let's get it. We bring the energy every game, bro. Every game. 15 games into the season. We got a long way to go, but I'm enjoying it. Hopefully, at some point, we can see this team fully healthy. Let's do it, man. We got 118 likes in the chat. Get us to 200. Help us push this through the algorithm. Thank you for being here, man. Let's go. Let's go. They get no reminders. We say it every stream. That's what I'm saying, man. You got to know by now. You got to know by now. All right, ladies and gentlemen, give me a bold take in the chat. I don't know why this game has not started yet. For the 76ers, no VJ Edgecombe today. It'll be Tyrese Maxey, Quentin Grimes, Justin Edwards, Paul George, and Andre Drummond. And for the Miami Heat, it will be... Just had it up. Where did it go? There it is. Davion Mitchell, Norman Powell, Peel Larson, Bam Adebayo, and Khalil Ware. So that is where we are at. Let's go. Smiley says, let me go ahead and say defense. Karen says energy in the chat. Bold prediction. PG has a triple-double. Austin says, what's good, RB? Let's get a W. No VJ. Yeah, VJ's out today with calf tightness. I think it's more of just a rest day, but I'm cool with VJ being out today. Give him a rest. Let him feel better. Let's see. Paul says, you're a bum. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. Blazin says, you've got a 12-hour day. Yeah, it's going to be a grind today, but I love this stuff. I live for this, man. Let's go. Let's go. Alex is like and subscribe. It's easy. Let's go, chat. Y'all got to get active on it, man. Y'all got to get active on it, man. Beer battered gummy shark Tikas has ever had your team win a match so dominantly you're disappointed. Australia beat England 2 days of a 5-day test match, so I don't get 7 hours of cricket each day of my long weekend. It's an interesting way to think about it. Your team wins so good that you're disappointed. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know anything about cricket, I'll be honest with you. So maybe I'll watch it sometime. Dom says, keep the profanity down. Yeah, I mean, you know, a little bit is fine, but don't go overboard and go crazy. You know, it's a family-friendly show. Karen says, we can handle a calf strain. Heal up, VJ. Yeah, VJ will be all right. He'll be all right. Why is Edwards starting? Because Barlow is the backup 5, so I think he's going to come off the bench. By the way, the Sixers are wearing the black jerseys again today, which makes me feel a little better. They did wear them last game without any notice, but since they won last game, I decided not to go ahead and wear it today, just because I want to keep up the good mojo. So we'll see what happens, but let's get everything up here, get the stats up, we'll get the scoreboard up, and we will get underway here at the Xfinity Mobile Arena. You guys are just tuning in, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. We are 700 subs away from 50,000, man. Let's go. We are off here at the X. The Heat won the tip-off, and Davion Mitchell could not track it down. So it's already an out-of-bounds. Sixers basketball. Sixers rocking the alternate black jerseys. The Heat are rocking their road white jerseys. It's going to be very important for Drummond to have a big day against Khalil Ware and Bam Adebayo. Heat are the 4th-ranked defensive team in the NBA. Sixers going to have to move the ball well. Here's Justin Edwards, finds Maxey, coming off a career-high 54. Maxey at the top. Drummond going to come up and set a screen. Maxey around. He pops a 3. And an illegal screen on Andre Drummond. Looked like it was going to go in for Maxey too. But not a good start if you're Drummond. And you got to stay out of foul trouble too. Has to stay out of foul trouble. Sixers are 2-1 with the old school jerseys. 3-ball is knocked down by Norman Powell. Like I said, he's averaging 25 a game. I picked him to lead the game in scoring today with 31. He's been on fire. A real vengeance tour for Norman Powell. No Tyler Hero. He has not played a game yet. Couple Eagles jerseys in the front row. Here's Maxey going to pop up a 3. Maxey got it to go. Picking up right where he left off. Tyrese Maxey. Here's Larson on the other end. Can't scoop it in. Sixers tap it away. It's out of bounds. Going back to Philly. What a shot by Tyrese Maxey. Here's Maxey again for 3. This one in and out. Heat pick it up. Khalil Ware up the floor. Here's Davion Mitchell. Dribbling, driving down the lane. Mitchell dumps it. Adebayo goes up and floats it in. I talked in my video yesterday about Tyrese Maxey and how he just imposes his will. Like, he just, you don't have to assume, or you don't have to ask whether or not Maxey's going to take over anymore. Paul George missed the 3. Drummond the rebound. Drummond turns under the rim, kicks it out. Here's Paul George dribbling, driving all the way against Ware. Can't get it, gets his own board. Paul George, the pump fake, goes up, and this time he is fouled. So Paul George going to the stripe for 2. Love the aggression. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's time to get some more hype in the chat. Let's get some blue and red flowing. Drop the Sixers emojis. Drop the blue and red dots. I want to get a roll call in here. Let's get some Sixer Nation going in the chat. Come on, man. Drop some Sixers emojis. Paul George going to knock down the first. Big Rud says Norman Powell's a shooting assassin right now. He's shooting 46% from 3. He's been incredible. Nearly having an all-star season so far. I've always liked Norman Powell. Powell drives to the lane, goes up, and knocks it down again after the 2 from PG. Listen, man, Paul George is, Norman Powell is, he's always been underrated, just with the teams he's been on. Grimes a 3, left it short. Grimes getting his first start of the season. No VJ Edgecombe today, out with calf tightness. Here's Pell Larson for 3. That's in and out. Ware, the offensive rebound, blocked by Drummond. Ware gets it back. He turns back to his left. Nice hook. And right up and in for Khalil Ware. He's really improved from year 1 to year 2. He was good last year, but he's gotten a lot better. Just a lot of like technique stuff. Paul George going to find Edwards. Edwards back to PG. PG crossing over. He steps back. A 3 they needed. It's short. Rebounded by Davion Mitchell. Mitchell up to Powell. Powell in transition. Hits it again. Holy crap. He's 3 for 3. He's got 8 points in the first couple minutes. Somebody is going to have to guard Norman Powell. This is why I picked him to lead the game in scoring. He's on a heater. Paul George finds Quentin Grimes. Out to Maxey. Maxey in the corner, guarded by Mitchell. He dribbles. He drives. Maxey backing him down. Turns. Fades away. What a shot by Tyrese.
He's on fire.
Woo! What a shot, man. Adebayo gets it plucked away. Here come the Sixers. Down the other end. 2-on-2. PG taking them all the way, and he put his shoulder into him. And that's going to be an offensive foul. Larson is down, grimacing in pain. That's tough, man. You know what? You guys are right. My bad. No blue and red. Let's get the black and red going. We got the old school jerseys on. Heat are rocking the white jerseys today. So drop some black and red in the chat. We are halfway to 200 likes. Get us to the big 200. Tell you what, man, if we get a Maxey Powell back and forth shootout, I wouldn't mind that. I just don't know how Maxey's still playing this way with how many minutes he's been playing. Now Maxey going to pick up a foul on the other end. It's his first. Like, Tyrese Maxey is so good, man. Manuel says, I love this channel. I'm rooting for the Heat. Sorry, RB. Hey, you don't have to be sorry if you're a Heat fan, man. We welcome everybody here. It's all good. Smiley says, hit the like, chat. Let's go. Larson kind of oversold that, didn't he? Yeah, he did, but it was a charge. It was a charge. Let's go. Drop some black and red in the chat. If you guys are new to this show, man, we do this every game. We try to be as respectful as possible. We give you pregame, live game, and postgame coverage. Heat lead it by 7 after the free throws. Sixers got to play defense. It's been the story of every first half. Miami Heat are the best first half team in the NBA, scoring a lot of points. Maxey spinning, driving downhill, floats it up, and the whistle is blown. It's going to be a foul on Davion Mitchell. He picks up his first. Theo says, let's go Heat. Sorry, Nick is not online. That's why we're in your YouTube channel. Listen, bro, y'all don't have to apologize. We're not just a Sixers platform, man. We cover the team, but like we're an NBA community, man. We stream other games as well. You don't have to apologize, man. We welcome everybody. Thank you for being here. Even if you guys are Miami fans, though, please do me a favor and like the show so we can pump it out through the algorithm. Maxey going to knock down the free throws. Let's go. Big start for Maxey. He's got 7 of the team's first 9. I said before the game, Maxey has to get some help from somebody else. Maxey played 47 minutes the other night, which is insane. And he was also probable with a quad contusion. And it was a second of a back-to-back. Did I mention that as well? It's crazy, man. Here's Maxey again. Going to cross over, step back, a 3. Couldn't get it that time. Looked nice, though. Here comes Davion Mitchell running up the floor. Larson dumps it down, and he throws it away. Paul George the steal. Here comes Maxey, 4 on 3. Maxey turning the corner. Now takes it back out to the wing. Drummond going to set up a screen. Maxey going downhill all the way against Ware. Under the rim, he was blocked. And it was tapped out by Miami. It's going to stay with Philly. Fresh 14 on the clock. Listen, man, I'm telling you. Somebody's going to have to help Maxey. I just don't know how his body can keep up playing as many minutes as he did a couple days ago. Grimes up high off the glass. Couldn't get it to sink. Went in and out. Here comes Miami. Mitchell down the lane. Mitchell up top to Powell. Powell chucks another 3. This time it's his first miss of the game. 14-9. Heat lead it. 5-point game. Grimes the cross, the drive. He shoved the man, goes up and lays it through. They called a foul. Was it a charge or an and one? Larson hit the deck again. Maxey's yelling. I think they called it a charge. So the bucket is not going to count. Grimes put his elbow into it. Larson definitely flopped. Unless his face got hit by Grimes' face. I don't know. But anyway, it's going to be a charge, foul on Grimes, and the Heat have the ball. Here's Larson, dribbles into the paint. Going to find a backdoor cut. Powell got it stripped. Heat get it back. Mitchell to Powell. Powell, the drive, the mid-range floater, and kissed it right in off the window. So Norman Powell is up to 10 out of the first 16 for Miami. Grimes up top to Maxey. 6:50 to go here in the first. Maxey guarded by Mitchell. Here comes Edwards. Maxey dumps it into PG. PG at the mid-range. He's got a mismatch. Puts up a 2 and knocks it down. Nice shot by PG8. Larson going to find Mitchell. Now Adebayo in the corner. He's got PG sliding. Adebayo drives, goes up, and another foul. It'll be Adebayo at the line for 2. Appreciate everybody tuning in. This is the Sixers Game Day live show. We do it every game of the season. Pre-game, live game, and post-game. Welcome on in, man. We have 340 people in the chat. Get us to 300 likes. Hit the thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Let's go! Somebody on Twitter just said Tyrese Maxey is favoring his shoulder on the last couple possessions. So I don't know if he got banged up a bit, but hopefully Maxey's okay. Let's go, man. We need 20 more likes. You guys are crushing it, man. Welcome into the community. Thank you so much for being here. Drop some black and red in the chat. Sixer Nation, we have AG channel member. Fire Take Goat, by the way. You see that goat emoji? That means he's been a member for over a year. Shout out to you. Smiley with the channel membership. Karen channel member. Busy. What's going on? Shout out Busy B. Banj in the house. We got Omri in the house. Banj. Guys, make sure you change your names as well so that way I know who you are. YouTube did an update, so it's hard for me to see like who's who. Let's see. Bro, you don't have eyes? I mean, obviously I have eyes, you idiot. I'm watching the game. I'm breaking it down. I'm reading comments. So something is going on with Tyrese Maxey. That's what I said. GSC says we're too small. Barlow should be the starter every single night. Nick Nurse likes small ball too much. I think what's going on with Barlow right now is the Sixers don't have a backup center because Bona is out. So I think Nurse is trying to play Barlow at the backup 5. So those are my thoughts on why Barlow is not starting. But I would assume that Barlow will be in the starting lineup once Bona comes back. We got John Carlo in the chat from Italy. Shout out Italy in the chat. Let's see. He'll probably play this game and be out next game. I mean, we'll see how he looks the rest of the game. The Wood says our defense stinks. They got to step it up, man. They have to step it up. Joey says Lakers for life here for my fantasy, though. Hey, it's all good, man. We welcome everybody. Bam Adebayo at the line now. 16-11 is the score. 6:30 to go in the first. First one good for Adebayo. We got Don Boyle in the chat. Kion says, let's go. I'm live while at work. Shout out to the work crew. Second one is missed. 6-point game. There's Tyrese Maxey guarded by Mitchell. Edwards at the top, going to find Quentin Grimes. Here's Tyrese Maxey. Maxey steps back. Maxey for 3. In and out. Here comes Bam Adebayo. Adebayo going to find Jaime Jaquez, averaging 16 points a game off the bench. He's had a great bounce back year. Here's Larson, now Mitchell. Mitchell against Maxey, puts up the J and hits. Sixers got to play defense on these guards, man. They have to play defense on these guards. Dominic Barlow in for the first time for Philly. Maxey crossing over through the legs, dribbles, drives. Maxey down the lane, goes right up and in. Let's go, man.
He's on fire.
Let's go, Maxey. Like I say, he's playing a lot of minutes. Adebayo with 3. That's way off to the right. Here comes Quentin Grimes. Sixers trail by 6. Grimes into Drummond. 5:20 to go. Drummond turns to his left, floats it up, and in with the hook shot. Let's go, man. Let's go, man. Jaime Hawk is guarded by Dominic Barlow. He's going to dribble in, spin to his right, go up, lost it, kicks it back to Larson. Powell, now Mitchell down the lane. Out to the corner. Adebayo spotting up a 3. Couldn't get it to drop. Drummond the rebound, wearing his pink shoes. Here come the Sixers. Maxey against Larson. Maxey backing him down. It's poked away. Here come the Heat on the break. 2-on-1. Mitchell, Larson in. And the Heat have a 6-point lead again. Asia Roberson in the chat. What's up, Asia? Maxey to the corner. Here's Barlow for 3. They need it. Couldn't get it. Powell having a great first quarter. Here come the Heat again. Powell right down the lane against Grimes. Goes up. Too much on it. Sixers 1 of 8 from deep to start this game. Heat are 2 of 6. Barlow dribbles in, spins, kicks it back to Maxey. They're just running everything through Maxey, man. Maxey steps back for 3. It's off. See how that shoulder's holding up. Hawk is right down in the lane. Drummond nowhere to be found, and the Heat have an 8-point lead. Tika dropped the thing in the chat about how to change your name if you want to do that. Edwards kicks it to Maxey. Maxey to Grimes. Grimes, corner 3. It's short again. Come on, Grimes. Got to wake up, man. Terrible first quarter. Mitchell again. Couldn't get the runner. Here come the Sixers. Maxey dribbling. Kicks it. Edwards from the wing. And he got it. A much-needed 3-ball from the 76ers. Here's Jaime Hawkins. The Heat continuing to run. They just don't stop moving around. Here's Powell. Going to find Larson. He was fouled on the baseline. Busy Bee says, I feel like these afternoon games are inconvenient. That's what I'm saying. That's why I picked Miami to win this game. It's just Sixers don't do well in these type of games. But we'll see. We'll see. Guys, we got 380 people in the chat. We need 3 more likes to hit the air horn and wake up the neighbors. Get us to 200 likes, man. Welcome into the Sixers Game Day Live Show. We do it every single game. Appreciate y'all being here, man. Here comes Jared McCain in for the first time today. Jared McCain in the game. Here's Hawkins. Going to drive, turn, spin against Edwards. Puts it up and in. So the Heat take a 7-point lead. Here's Jared McCain. McCain at the wing. Running ball duties now. They need him to score. McCain driving, steps back, puts it up, and hits. Oh, and he hits him with the too little celly. He said, you're a baby. See, this is the swagger I like from Jared McCain, man. Had a great game last time out. His first good one of the season. Here we go. Here's the dribble, the drive. Puts it up, missed it. Ware tried it now, and that was short. Yo, McCain really hit him with that celly, though. Shout out Jared McCain, man. But, Blazing gifting a Philly Take membership. Let's go, Blazing. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Unfortunately, someone got the membership that I don't think is that deserving of it because he was being rude, but hey, it is what it is, man. Shout out to him for the engagement. Shout out to Blazin'. Shout out to the members, man. We got 200 likes in the chat. Drop the yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Big Rud, member for 2 months, is amazing community. Go Bulls. Shout out to our boy Big Rud, man. Always supporting us, even as a Bulls fan. Appreciate you, man. He says, can I give it back? See, you're not even appreciative, man. I wish you could give it back, honestly. Wish we could give it to somebody more deserving, but oh well. Is what it is. Manuel says, I've been watching for 5 years now, bro. Appreciate that. GSC says, we're too small. Play Janai Broom. Shout out Busy B. Shout out AG. Kion in the chat. Shout out AG. Let's go, man. Let's go, man. Shout out to the community. So far, it's going just as I thought. Norman Powell with 10 points. Maxie's got 9. Maxie's going to need some help, though. You could see he's just starting to slip a little bit. He's going to need somebody else like a Quentin Grimes or a Paul George to be that guy. Dom says, let's see those emojis. Let's go, channel members. Drop those emojis in the chat. Free throw is going to go for Khalil Ware. So it's a 7-point lead here in the first quarter. Simone Fontecchio and Kashad Johnson in for Miami, as well as Drew Smith. Maxey missed another runner. Here come the Heat. Going downhill. Fontecchio all the way. Goes up off the glass. Can't get it. Barlow couldn't get the board, but then he blocks Ware at the rim. Ware's got another opportunity. Misses it again. And this time they call a foul. Trendon Watford in for Philly for the first time. His production has definitely dipped off a bit since he had that triple-double. Second free throw good, 28-20. We got a new channel member. Shout out to Omri in the chat. Show him some love. Drop those MVPs, members. Watford dribbles, drives, lays it up, and missed it, but he was fouled. Shout out to Omri in the chat. Yes, sir. Let's go, man. Let's go, man. Thank you for becoming a channel member. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. 400 people in the house right now. Do me a favor, like the show. Get us to 400 likes. Subscribe to our channel. We do it every single game. We have trivia coming up in just a few minutes here. Sixers trivia. Watford going to knock down at the line. 28-22. Smith missed the layup. Ware gets it back, and he's fouled. It's an and one. Khalil Ware going to the line. Just playing really tough. It was Jabari Walker in for the first time for Philly. He's going to pick up the foul. We got Cable in the chat. Karen says 8 fouls on the Sixers, 2 on the Heat. Yeah, right. Sixers can't afford to be having this team in the penalties, says Big Rud. Free throws good. It's a 3-point game. There's Trenton Watford trying to get active with the rock. He's going to find Tyrese Maxey, 13 on the shot clock. Jared McCain against Jaime Jaquez. He's going to drive into the paint, turn, spin, lay it up off the fingertips. Just missed it. Heat get it back. They're averaging 34 points a game in the first quarter. And now the alley-oop makes it 33 for Miami. So just around their first quarter average. Maxey going to dribble, drive, arc it up, and in. This game's going exactly how I expected it to. Y'all would know that if you showed up to the pregame show. Miami's a dangerous first half team. Jaquez dribbling, driving against Edwards all the way. What kind of defense is that, man? What kind of defense is that? Three ball from the Sixers. Got the bounce. Wow, what a shot. Trenton Watford gets it to go. He's got 5 points and a block and a rebound. Another dribble drive. It's Drew Smith. Couldn't get it to convert. Sixers throw it way up the floor. McCain saves it, and it goes right back to Miami. So just terrible pass, whoever that was. Here's Drew Smith, undrafted a few years ago out of Missouri, guarded by Jared McCain. 1 second separating game and shot clock. Smith against McCain. He's going to cross over, dribble, drive all the way to the rim, goes right up and in. 37 for Miami. Maxey at half court, and he left it a bit short. So that is how we end the first quarter. Just an absolute offensive display and a lack of a defensive display from the 76ers. Heat lead at 37-27 here on a Sunday afternoon. Welcome in to the Sixers Game Day Live show. It is the end of the first quarter, and you know what that means. It is time for our Sixers Scholars Trivia question. We have a great race going on in the trivia right now. And as always, our trivia is presented by National University. Check them out down below. But ladies and gentlemen, first person to get it right in the chat is going to hear this sound. Do not guess more than one time, otherwise you will receive a trivia suspension, and whoever gets the most points right at the end of the season wins a big prize. We'll talk about the leaderboard here in a second, but question will go into the chat. Everybody will see it at the same time. On my screen, I will get to see who types the answer first correctly. All right. The Sixers Scholars Trivia question is, who is the only 76ers player to win the Defensive Player of the Year award? Only one Sixers player since the award was started, I believe in 1982, has won the Defensive Player of the Year award. This is where it's valuable, by the way, to make sure you change your name back so I know who you are. Just in case, you know. Who is the only 76ers player to win the Defensive Player of the Year award? Five more seconds. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the correct answer is in 2000-2001, Dikembe Mutombo, the finger wag, RIP. Shout out Big Mutombo, man. And we had three people that got it at the same exact time. So we're going to give 1 point to each person. It was Jad El Iobi, Dawood, and Personal Dog Training 1. Like I said, if you guys have won trivia before, definitely change your name so I know who you are, so I don't mix it up. But shout out to the three of you, man. Got it the same exact time. 3 trivia winners split it. Drop some love for them in the chat. Congratulations to all three of you, man. We got a tight trivia race going. 3 people at the same exact time. Thank you all for playing Sixers Trivia presented by National University. Sixers down by 10. Paul George kicks it back to Watford. Watford to PG. PG at the elbow. He turns to his right, spins off a defender, floats it up and in. Drew Smith grabbing his mouth. It looked like he might have got elbowed. Fontecchio puts up a 3 in the corner and hits it right back. Miami just letting it fly, man. Letting it fly. McCain drives the lane, goes right up and in with the finger roll. That was clean. Let's go, man. Drew Smith going to find Jaime Jaquez, drives in, kicks it out. Khalil Ware in the corner for 3, and that's money. The Sixers cannot stop a nosebleed right now. Holy smokes. Here's a 3 from Philly. That one's short. Keep in mind, the Heat are the fastest playing team in the NBA. They have the highest pace rating. They shoot the ball well. Like I said, they're just, Eric Spoelstra always has them playing well. Jaquez turns around and fades, hits again. It's 45-31. I'm going to mark you guys down on the spreadsheet in a second. Make sure you guys all get your correct wins. Here's Trendon Watford, pump faking, driving, spinning. Watford turns, spins, puts it up, missed it. Drummond the putback. Blazing with a $10 super chat. Shout out Big Butt Blazing in the chat. Thank you so much. Says you make my day. I really appreciate that. Jaquez turns around, fades, and hits again. Thank you for the kind words. I really do appreciate all you guys being in here, man. McCain behind the back, pushes off a defender. It's going to be an offensive foul on Jared McCain. Nurse did not like the call. McCain did not like the call. Guys, we got 420 people in here. Get us to 300 likes. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Welcome in to the show. All right, let's go ahead and mark down our winners here. See if we had anybody that won before. Let's see. It looks like Jad won one already. So we got him on his second win of the season. Who else? I think Dawood, I think that's his first one. I'm going to mark you down with your username. That way we can try to keep this consistent. Then we'll mark down the last one as second. Fontecchio going to turn, spin, kick it out. Drew Smith, the pump fake. The drive goes in, floats it up, and got it to go again. The Heat just cannot be stopped right now, man. Sixers need to, really do something here. Drummond lays it in down the other end. Feels like the Sixers are kind of slipping away, though. Personal dog training 1. 3-ball missed by Miami. I don't know if that's your real YouTube name, Personal Dog Training. I don't know if you had a different name, but I'm going to mark you down with your first win. Let me know in the chat if you already won one or what your other name was before YouTube did this crazy update. But congrats to all the 3 trivia winners. And yeah, Dikembe Mutombo wasn't with the Sixers for a long time, but he is the only Sixer, because he was with them at the end of the year, to win the award. Let's go, man. We are halfway to 300 likes. Let's get it. Let's get it. Shout out to the chat, man. Sunday afternoon, Sixers down by 14. When do you do trivia? Says Personal Dog. Well, we do it at the end of every first quarter, and we also have bonus questions that pop up throughout the season as well, which is why the people that are tapped in more have a better chance of winning at the end of the season. Sometimes we post a random bonus question. Here's Quentin Grimes going to find PG. PG puts up the mid-range and knocks it down. PG looking pretty spry out there. I like the way he's playing. I like how he's playing right now. Here's a 3-ball from Johnson. Can't get that to go. And they lost it down the other end. It was Kashad Johnson who let it slip away. $24 old out of Arizona. There's Paul George at the wing, going to find Quentin Grimes. Grimes guarded by Fontecchio. Now McCain again, trying to get busy with it. McCain coming around his screen, going to dribble, drive. McCain all the way, missed it. Drummond couldn't tap it in, and then somehow the ball gets poked up into the air, and it falls. So it's now a 10-point game again. Heat with the lead. Johnson goes baseline, kicks it back to Fontecchio. Fontecchio a three, and that one is short. So it's going back to Philly. Cable leads the trivia with 3. Lou World has 2. Kyle has 2. Jad has 2 now. Daniel has 2. So we have a good race going on. Here's PG again, trying to get busy. Back to Watford. Maxey getting some rest over there on the bench. Good to see. PG trying to take over. He turns, he spins, he fades. Couldn't get it to go. Edwards the rebound and laid it back up. Let's go. Yeah. Drew Smith going to find Fontecchio. Here's Jaime Jaquez crossing over. Drives, spins, puts it up. Blocked at the rim by Drummond. Yo, Drummond has how many rebounds already? Holy crap. What did I say, man? Watford gets it to go and the foul and one. Drop the ones. Trenton Watford. Yes, sir. Before the game on Sleeper, we took Andre Drummond over 12.5 rebounds. He already has 12. He already has 12 boards, man. Holy crap. Dude, Drummond is playing his butt off, man. Drummond is playing really well. 12 boards and 2 blocks? Crazy, man. You were just saying it was slipping away. Yes, correct. It was slipping away 4 minutes ago, and now the Sixers came back in the game. I find it funny, man, how y'all like take something from like 10 minutes ago, and you're like, dude, you said that 10 minutes ago. Well, yeah, we're reacting to the entire game. Things change throughout a game. It's hilarious, bro. Sixers are fighting back in the second quarter. Terrible first quarter, but after giving up 37 in the first, here come the 76ers. They're on a, let's see, what's the run right now? I think it's like a 20 to something run. Maybe like a 25 run, 27 maybe. 440 people in the chat. Get us to 300 likes. We're almost there. Let's go. Hit that thumbs up, man. Support our channel. We do it every single game. Maxey's over there getting some rest on the bench. It's good to see the rest of the guys actually like picking up some of the steam here. The Wood says, one thing I can say is we are resilient. It's a fact. Karen says, we are fighting. That's all I want to see. That's all I want to see. Alex says, when PG's off minute restriction, we can win any game. I would also add when Joel Embiid can actually get healthy on the floor, then the Sixers can probably win a lot of games. But I want to see Joel back on the floor. Let's see. Who else we got? Busy B in the chat. Kion. Shout out to everybody, man. Love the old school black jerseys. I agree. Maxey, shoulder okay. It seems to be okay. I mean, he's been playing, so hopefully he's fine, but definitely dropped off from that first run of the game he was on. Maybe it's bothering him a little bit. Dom says we're reacting in real time to what's happening. That's what I'm saying, man. It's just this whole, you know, there's a lot of internet people that just want to like try to get under your skin. I'm not saying that that comment was trying to do that, but There's just people that are like, oh, well, you know, let me hold you to what you said 20 hours ago. It's like, well, things change, bro. That's the point of us doing a whole 4.5-hour show. We do a pregame show, live game, and postgame. We react and we analyze what's going on in the game. 11-0 run for Philly. Here's Pell Larson, guarded by Quentin Grimes. Larson dribbles, drives, Grimes ripped it from him. Watford dives on the floor, goes back to Miami. 3 on the shot clock. Mitchell drives, floats it up, left it short. Here come the 76ers battling back. Edwards, now PG, Drummond, Watford. Maxi's still on the bench, getting a nice extensive rest. Here's PG up top. I like the way PG is taking initiation of this offense right now. He lost it. Adebayo dives on it. Drummond's just standing there. Drummond! They're going to say, I think they called something on Miami, but Drummond was just standing there watching that, man. Omri says Sixers for the W. Thank you for becoming a channel member as well. Let's go, guys. We need 35 more likes. Who's going to be the ones? Who's going to be the ones? You guys want to become a channel member, get your comments highlighted, and get the emojis, hit that join button down below. Make sure you join our Discord as well. Drop that link in and go support our Eagles channel, man. We'll be on there later today. A to Z Philly. Here's Tyrese Maxey back in the game now. 5 on the shot clock. Dribbles, drives, spins, kicks. Grimes for 3. There it is. Finally, Q-Dot. Finally, Q-Dot gets a bucket. 14-0 run for the Sixers. Larson the pump fake. Larson the drive. And another foul. They're going to call it on Philly this time. Talking to Theo Ratliff right now, who was the bell ringer in this game. Here's Norman Powell back in, driving downhill, floats it up, missed it. Barlow the rebound. Here come the Sixers. I like Barlow playing that backup 5. Here's Maxey, going to find Grimes. Grimes working against Larson. Now he's going downhill with the left hand, floats it up. Got the bucket. They're going to call it a blocking foul, no shooting foul. There's Allen Iverson, by the way. Shout out AI in the building. Trendon Watford looking to inbound, finds Grimes. Oh, what a spin. Grimes right to the rim. Beautiful bucket. Quentin Grimes. Woo! Now we just got played on the other end. Heat kick it out. Mitchell for 3, and they finally break the run. It was a 16-0 run for Philadelphia. It's a 3-point ball game just like that. You know what they say, game of runs. PG drives the lane, floats it up, missed it. No whistle. Here come the Miami Heat. Norman Powell chucks up a 3 and knocks it down. Powell back on the board now in the second. Just like that. Here's Quentin Grimes in the corner. Kicks it up to Edwards now. Maxey. Maxey guarded by Mitchell. Coming around a screen. Maxey crossover. Kick to the corner. Barlow for 3. Barlow! I like Barlow more and more each game. Norman Powell going to find Adebayo. Adebayo, the pump fake, kicks it out. Mitchell from the corner. He missed it. Sixers pick it up. Here comes Edwards. 4:10 to go in the first half. Edwards, Watford, Maxey, crossover, step back, 3-ball, short. Adebayo shoved at half court. No whistle. Heat play on. Adebayo goes downhill, puts it up, and now he gets the foul. Did they call offensive? No, they called defensive. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Time to play a game we like to play here in the second quarter. It is called Drop the Spot. I want to know where you guys are tuning in from in the chat. Drop your states, your cities, your countries, your towns. Shout a few people out. See where y'all are tapping in from. Guys, we got 500 people in the chat. We need 25 more likes. Get us to 300. Come on, man. The more you guys engage, the more fun the chat is. It's like hanging out with a bunch of virtual fans here and just getting to watch the game and analyze it and break it down. It's a cool concept, man. You're not getting this on your TV, promise you. But we got to push this out to more fans. Hit that like button, subscribe to the show, and add a bio going to knock down the second. 57-52. Both good at the line. Here is Maxey. Sixers playing on the old-fashioned black jersey court. Here's Justin Edwards crossover, and it's poked away. Playing around with it. Norman Powell all the way. Easy bucket on the other end for Powell. We got Philly in the chat. North Philly in the chat. North Philly in the chat. Rhode Island in the house. Maxey kicks it out. Walker in the corner. Almost traveled. Kicks it up to Grimes. And on the shot clock, Grimes, a heat check, and gets it to go. Grimes with a big second quarter. 4-point game. Keep dropping those spots in the chat. Adebayo and Powell again on the back door. Phoenix, Arizona, Brooklyn. Who else? Connecticut, San Antonio, New York. Charlotte in the house. Houston, L.A. Maxey almost turned it over, and Edwards stepped out of bounds. North Philly in the building. Couple more North Philly. Shout out Philly in the house. England at work. Kingston in the house. Brooklyn. Northeast Philly. Connecticut. Las Vegas. Philippines in the chat. What's up, George? South Carolina in the house. Medford, NJ in the house. NJ in the house. North Philly. Let's go. Phoenix in the building. Shout out to y'all in the chat, man. Thank you so much for dropping the spot. Drop it like it's hot. Let's go. 20 more likes. Get us to 300. If you're new here, a little secret for you. Every 100 likes, we wake up our neighbors. We piss them off with an air horn. We got the air horn ready to go. So we're gonna piss them off again. We're gonna ring it 3 times when we get the 300 likes. How about that? How about that? All right, man. We got a commercial time out before we get back to it. Got to give a huge shout out to our great partners of the show. They make it possible for us and you. You got to check it out. Literally, NU. National University, a nonprofit accredited university that offers flexible online schooling. You could be anywhere in the world. Maybe you're like, hey, I want to get that next degree. I'm not content with my situation. And maybe you're like, man, I don't have the money, the time, the energy to go back to school. Well, guess what? National University is perfect for you. NU offers 4 and 8 week online classes that help you balance work, life, and school. You get to start sooner and finish faster. They are a nonprofit accredited university that helps you live your life and achieve your goals. They are one of the largest nonprofit private universities in the U.S. with 50,000 plus current students. They have over 150 degree programs to choose from and a 50-year history of innovative learning and support models for working and non-traditional students. They offer you all the resources you need in your academics and your personal careers as well. Last year, they awarded $50 million plus in scholarships. So if you are interested in going back to school and you can't find the right situation and you're like, man, I don't have the time, I don't have the energy, well, you got to check out NU. If you're interested in checking out their curriculums, click the link down in the description or in the live chat and get more info today. Shout out to National University, where you can juggle school with everything else life has to offer, and a proud partner for 2 years now of Philly Take with RB. Shout out to Big NU for making it possible. Sixers are taking the heat to school in this quarter. Sixers have come all the way back, and they're making it cardiac. Here's another tidbit for the Miami Heat fans that may be tapping in here. Sixers make every game cardiac, so whether you like it or not, this game is going to come down to the last couple minutes. Every game comes down to the last couple minutes with the Sixers. We got upstate New York in the building. Dubai in the house. Who else we got up in here? Puerto Rico in the chat. Let's go, Terrence. What's up, man? Miami gets another bucket there. Cinnaminson in the house. Shout out Cinnaminson. North Philly in the house. Philippines in the house. Busy says smash the like. Kion says we're going global. You know it, man. Grimes turns, spins, puts it up, got it, and one. Yes,
sir.
Quentin Grimes, 10 points and counting. What's going on, RB? I was wondering, where can you watch the game? Well, you can watch it here with us, man. Let's see. Don't jinx it, RB. I'm not jinxing anything. I'm here doing my thing, man. Sixers got to do their thing. Grimes knocks it down. It's a 3-point play. Here in Philippines, we got a 5-point play. That's awesome. Adebayo floats it in. When you hit a 4-pointer and a foul, it's a 5-point play. That's cool, man. Justin Edwards going to find Tyrese Maxey. Maxey back to Edwards. The pump fake, the dribble, and he lost it out of bounds. And I know some people might think I'm exaggerating, but I'm so serious. There's only been 2 Sixers games this year because we've streamed every game. It's only been 2 that have not come down to the last minute or 2 of the game. So the Sixers like to raise our blood pressure, and we'll see what happens. Jared McCain dribbling baseline, going under the rim, and he was fouled by Norman Powell. Tornado. I think that's my boy Terrence. Like I said, man, this YouTube name change has me screwed up, but he says, Chillin' RB, the world watches your channel. Let's go. We are worldwide. Let's go. Tyrese Maxey guarded by Davion Mitchell. Maxey going to find Grimes. Grimes has had a big second quarter. He has 11 points in this quarter. Edwards dribbling, mid-range, picks it up, kicks it back. Maxey turning, spinning from deep. Oh! Oh! How in the world? Miami throws it away. Edwards up the floor. Edwards. Maxey again. Got it.
He's on fire.
He got it. MVP him. MVP him. Oh. Adebayo from the mid-range and hits. Bro, I don't think people are appreciating this enough, man. Holy crap. Oh, my. First off, he turns around from right in front of half court almost and just shoots a desperation with no time on the shot clock and hits it. And then he hits another one in the corner. I mean, my gosh, man. Guy played 47 minutes the other day. McCain, the step back 3. McCain! Oh! It's tied at 67. Woo! Norman Powell for 3. He's fouled by McCain. Oh my gosh, man. Guys, I say it every game. I'm going to keep saying it, man. Even if they don't want to give Maxey the national recognition, man, this dude is playing out of his freaking mind, man. First free throw missed by Norman Powell. Guys, I mean, Maxey's just hit a new level, bro. He said it in media day. He said, I want to set a culture. And I interviewed him before the season. That interview's pinned on the channel. Check it out sometime. He said, man, I'm working on some things that like are going to take my game to the next level pretty much. And holy crap, bro. He just doesn't miss, man. And once again, I will remind you that he is playing without his max co-star, one of them at least. Numbers might not show it today, but Maxey is once again playing like an MVP. Grimes another 3. It's short after 2 out of 3 made by Miami. And all of a sudden, we got a game, man. We have a game. It's going to be a great second half. Sixers are not a good third quarter team. Miami is the 17th ranked third quarter team, but the Sixers are second to last. 10 seconds to go here in the first half. Powell going to cross over, put up a 3. He left it short, and another foul by Jared McCain. Just bad fouls right there. Back-to-back 3-point fouls. We got 300 likes in the chat. I need everybody. Drop the yes, sir. Let's go. Wake them up. Yes, MVPs for Maxey. I'm going to ring it one more time because I said we would at 300 likes. 500 plus in the chat. Let's go, chat. Let's go. We got a ball game. We have a ball game.
Yes, sir.
Powell knocks down the first two at the line. Yes, sir. Wake him the hell up. We do this every game, man. We bring the energy. We bring the passion. We do it all, man. Pre-game, live game, and post-game shows every single game. Free throw is missed. 2 of 3 again for Miami. 71-67. Maxey, McCain. McCain, nowhere to go. Drummond for 3. Oh, he just missed it. You know Drummond wanted to take that freaking 3 so bad, man. Shout out Big Drummond. 14 boards in the first half? 14 boards in the first half? Wow. Wow. Wow, man. Ladies and gentlemen, lots to talk about with this game. Happy Sunday. As you know, I will be covering the Eagles later, so we'll live stream the rest of this game. We'll do a condensed post game, and then we'll be on with it. But ladies and gentlemen, we have a ball game. It was starting to slip away in the early second, but the Sixers battled back. And before I give you my thoughts on this game, I want yours. Vocab Wizards Ignite. One word in the chat right now to describe this game. How would you describe this one, man? Because for me, I kind of predicted how this game was going to go. This is exactly how I thought it was going to go. So, I could be chill and I could say expected. I could say expected if I'm being honest. But, man, this is like... there's a lot of different ways you can describe this game. I'm going to give you one that I think people may not think about on the surface, but I'm actually going to say potential. And what I mean by that is there was a sequence there at the end of the first half where Tyrese Maxey and Jared McCain went back and forth with threes, and then Quentin Grimes chimed in with 11 of himself in the second. So I just see a lot of potential for the guard rotation. That's how I'm going to angle this first half. The Heat are a run and gun team. They're the fastest paced team in the NBA. They're playing well. But the Sixers saw an opportunity. Grimes took some of the load off of Tyrese Maxey, and McCain came in firing too. That was awesome at the end of the first half. So I'm going to say potential. All right, I'm going to read out a couple of the best words I see in the chat, but real quick, got to give a shout out to our great partner over at Sleeper. Right now, you can get a $20 free entry by downloading the Sleeper app. If you think you can outpick me on Sleeper, go ahead, make some picks on Sleeper's picks. Get up to 1,000 times your payout. If you win, use the code PHILLYTAKE at a 100% deposit match up to $100. Number one pick, we had Andre Drummond over 12.5 rebounds. He's already at 14. That's a money pick right there. If you played along with us, guess what? You've already won that pick. Quentin Grimes over 17.5. He is at 11 right now. And we took Norman Powell over 23.5. And he is currently at 23 in the first half. So far, this game is going exactly as I predicted it would. I said Norman Powell would be the leading scorer. I said the Heat would come out firing as they're the best first half team in the NBA. They play quick. And I said somebody would have to relieve Maxey a little bit of some pressure. He's just balling out. I'm just so amazed with how Tyrese Maxey's playing right now, especially given the fact he played 47 minutes the other night, dropped 54 points. He's just on a different level. But right now, man, looks like this could be the game where we finally go 3 for 3. Don't want to jinx it, but shout out Big Sleeper. Go download the app, use code PHILLYTAKE, and get a 100% deposit match. All right, one word to describe this game. My word is potential. Let's see. Magnificent, says Busy. Fluctuation. Resurgence. What else? Hellacious. Double claw. What else? Embarrassing. How's it embarrassing? Bounce back ability. Now we're combining 3 words at a time. Adaptable. I like that. What else? Idiotic. How do you get idiotic out of that game? fighters. I like that. Let's see. Man, what do I want to say in this first half? Yeah, I mean, let's look at some of the team stats. I'm really impressed with how Tyrese Maxey continues to navigate the floor. I think Drummond has played great today. 25 to 22 on the rebounds. Drummond's got 14 himself. And we said in the pregame show that he would have to be big against Khalil Ware and Bam Adebayo, especially with no backup center right now for Philly. Barlow's kind of assumed that role, but Drummond is hooping, man. 14 boards and 2 blocks. Sixers shooting 41% from 3. Heat are at 43. Sixers have turned it over 9 times, and they've given up 17 off those turnovers. Heat have turned it over 4 times. So, like I said, coming in, Heat are 17th in the NBA, third quarter points. Sixers are second to last. Whoever can take over the third quarter, I think, is going to have a real good shot to win this game. Both teams are pretty solid in the fourth quarter. But just really amazed with Tyrese Maxey right now. I know the numbers aren't going to show it. He's 6 for 13. Got a little banged up at the end of the first quarter. People are going to be like, oh, he's inefficient today. This is one of those games where you have to actually watch the game. Like, Tyrese Maxey is making his impact felt. Without Maxey, they would be getting blown out right now. And then on top of that, like I said, Drummond's playing big. I like the way Paul George is playing too. He's looked very spry. Paul George has looked very good moving around, and I'm enjoying what I'm seeing from Paul George. Who else? Jared McCain, maybe his best look so far this season. He's getting better each game. Thought he played well last game. Forget how many points he had last game. I think it was like 7, right? 9. Let's check. Quentin Grimes had a big second quarter. That was exactly what the Sixers needed to take the pressure off of Tyrese Maxey. So like I said, my word is potential. Yeah, McCain had 8 points last game. He's already up to 7 now. No VJ Edgecombe today. This is exactly what the Sixers need. They need more quality minutes from the other guards. How about Trendon Watford too, man? I just saw his stat line. 8 points, 3 boards, and 3 assists. Good to see Trendon Watford having a good game. It's been a while. So Watford's doing his thing. We'll see who can go deeper into their bench. Jaime Jaquez, 10 points off the bench in the first half for Miami. But once again, Norman Powell, like I said, is on a heater this year. So 23 points. He's averaging 25 a game. And he's well on his way to maybe like 35, 40. So we'll see what happens. Shout out to the chat, man. Shout out to all the great channel members. But Blazin gifting a membership. It's Lucci who gets it. Shout out to Blazin. Let's go! So good to see McCain feeling comfortable. So good to see Paul George feeling comfortable. I love it, man. Guys, shout out to everybody in the chat. Like I always say, I really appreciate this community, man. We do this every game. We get to call the game. We get to react to it, give you the analysis. I really believe that we continue to build something special here. And even the opposing fans, Miami fans, got to give you guys credit, man. You guys have been very good today, and appreciate you in the chat as well. So, y'all are just tuning in, man. Like the show. Get us up to 500 likes. It's going to be a big second half coming up. It's going to be a battle. That's for sure. It's going to be cardiac. I'm telling you right now. Get your blood pressure ready for it. So, we shall see. We shall see. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being here. I will be back in just a minute, and we'll get ready for the third quarter to begin. But I want to ask you in the chat, do you think the Sixers will win, or do you think Miami will win this game? I think it's a toss-up right now. Who do you guys think's going to win? Let me know in the chat. Shout out to Smiley, Lucci, AG, Blazin, Dom, Karen, RJ. Shout out to everybody, man. We'll be back in just a moment. Don't go anywhere. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back on the Sixers Game Day Live show. Welcome in. We are presented by National University, powered by Sleeper. You guys want to hear a quick funny story? Drop yes in the chat or no in the chat. I got a funny story to tell you guys, man. All right, here's my quick funny story. Mods, stop me if I go over 60 seconds because the game's coming back on. But so I'm in fantasy football, right? My teams have been absolutely cooking. I feel like I'm Howie Roseman out here, if I'm being honest. And the last 2 weeks, like I'm still winning, but you know, I'm like near the top in both leagues. They're close, but like a couple of my main guys got hurt, which is always terrible at this point of the season, right? The trade deadline is passing. And the one league I'm in, nobody wants to trade with me because they think I'm a threat. So I'm like, okay, cool. So last week I pick up a receiver who ends up having the most receiving points in the week last week. It was the guy from the Cardinals who had like 20 catches or whatever. And then today I need a running back because my running back's out for the season. And I pick up a running back right before the game, and he ends up starting, and he's already got 13 points in the first half. So anyway, that's my little soliloquy. I feel like I'm Howie Roseman, and nobody wants to trade with me because they view me as a threat. So if any team that you know needs a GM, hit me up, man. Hit me up. The running back I picked up was from Green Bay. And last week I picked up the receiver from the Cardinals. What's his name? Michael Wilson. Picked him up right before the game last week. And he dropped, what was it? How many points he had last week? Some of you guys might not even know what I'm talking about, but this is fantasy stuff. And I'm also playing up against the number one guy in the league, who is the guy that... This guy has 6 running backs. He wouldn't trade me a running back because he said I'm too much of a threat. Even though his team is 10-1. I'm like, dude, just give me a running back. And he's like, no. And now I'm playing him this week. And the guy I picked up has 13 points in the first half. Yeah, the receiver I picked up last week had 33 points. I picked him up right before the game. So anyway, it's not about who you have. It's about how you manage your team. Right, Nick Nurse? Shout out to the Sixers, man. Anyway, I'm trying to keep my team alive because these late injuries are horrible, man. It's crazy. Anyway, that's my soliloquy. Back to the regularly scheduled program. 397 people in the chat here on a nice Sunday afternoon. Actually, let's check some of the NFL scores, man. I forgot that the NFL was on, even though I'm about to do coverage after this. Shout out Karen in the chat. Dom, what's up, bro? Marvin Harrison. Yeah, I have him as well. He cooked last week, and their quarterback. Yeah, facts, RJ. That was the most completions ever in a NFL game, and they lost by 20. All right, here we go. To begin the second half, I don't know why it's like the camera just panned mid-play, and Ware's going to bank it in off the backboard. So it was a 4-point lead. Wow, the Giants are beating the Lions right now? It's crazy. I know Busy Bee's happy in the chat, if she's in here. Jared McCain working against Adebayo, Maxey, Edwards. Let's see if Nick Nurse changed his starting lineup again. Edwards puts it up. So Nurse did it again. This is like the 4th straight game that he's done that. 3-ball for Miami. It's off. So Paul George is not starting the second half. He played 12 minutes in the first half. Maybe Nick Nurse is... I don't know why he does this every game, though. Barlow is in to start the second half over Paul George. Maybe he's trying to get a scoring advantage later in the quarter. I wouldn't be mad if that's the case. I wouldn't be mad if that is the case. By the way, a debate a few years ago, Maxey is over Ja Morant. Yeah, it's been a crazy story for Ja, man. It's been wild. Yo, if I beat this guy who's 10-1, do you think he should give me one of his running backs for free? I think if I pull off this upset win, I think he should give me one for free. Just saying. You got like 6 of them on your team, buddy. He said I'm too much of a threat to dethrone him. Mitchell down low to Khalil Ware. Ware turns, spins, puts it up, left it short. Here come the 76ers. Maxey working against Mitchell. It's a 6-point game. Maxey going to drive, put it up, missed it. Here comes Miami. Mitchell up the floor. Larson all the way. Missed it, but he was fouled. It's a late whistle. Dom says they have to stop Ware or Powell. I agree. Sixers fans better get to know the name Khalil Ware. What does that even mean, dude? We know who Khalil Ware is. What's his running backs, RB? Dude, this guy got so lucky. I mean, I'm not going to take all the credit away from him, but his running back situation is wild, man. He's got JT, Jonathan Taylor, Bijan, Travion Henderson, and like 4 others. I'm like, dude, my running back just got hurt for the year. Like, I just need one. Just one.
Let's go.
Because I'm 3rd in the league right now. He's 10-1. And right now, it looks like I might upset him based on the dude I picked up before the game from Green Bay. But he's like, yeah, I'm not going to give you one unless you trade me your best wide receiver. And I'm like, get out of here. That's a scam, dude. Anyway, it's Howie season. Heat knocked down the free throws. It is now an 8-point game. The Sixers continue to struggle in the 3rd quarter. Grimes just got smacked in the face, and they call a whistle. Grimes goes down, holding his forehead. $5 super chat. Alchemist says, yo, RB, great seeing you on the live as always. You know I got to check in when we play each other, although it's been a while. VJ has been awesome to watch. Alchemist, what's going on, brother? Longtime Miami Heat fan, supporter of the channel. Welcome in, brother. Thank you for being here, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Grimes working against Larson, crosses over, steps back. Grimes to the corner. Edwards for 3. It's short. Larson up the floor to Mitchell. Mitchell working against Grimes. Kicks it back to Larson. 2:15 into the 3rd. Here's Adebayo. Gonna dribble. Drive. He walked. No whistle. Gets it back. And they call an offensive foul regardless. Somebody's down on the floor. I think it's Andre Drummond. Alchemist, thank you so much for the love, bro. But yeah, this dude's got a crazy running back situation going on. I just need one, man. He's got a good team. He's got Brock Bowers, too. Ibuka, Drake May. Grimes going to kick it out to Barlow. Barlow for 3. It's off the mark. Drummond the rebound. He turns, he spins, he floats it up. Missed it. Drummond couldn't get it to go. Guys, every game, the 76ers just cannot score in the 3rd quarter. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Mitchell dumps it down, and he walked. It's going to be a travel. All right, who do we have in the chat, man? I think it's time to get the MVP of the chat going because it's feeling a little too dry, like a halftime hangover. Guys, this is the one time in the game we allow you to spam. Let's get as many comments in the chat as we can in the next 60 seconds. And we'll shout out a couple of the people we notice most. We'll give a shout out to the MVP of the chat. Dominic Barlow going to drive in the lane, kick it back to Maxey. Maxey guarded by Mitchell. Maxey the switch, the drive, blows by. Oh, he missed the layup. He smoked the layup. Come on, Maxey. We needed that. Why'd he go up with the right hand? That was weird. Larson out to Powell. Powell a 3. And he draws the foul. Gosh, Grimes has 5 fouls, guys. Grimes has 5. I am fully convinced that this team has a third quarter curse. Let's get the most comments going in the chat. I want to see you guys in here, man. Let me know who you're repping, what your team's looking like. How are you feeling, man? Let me hear you in the chat. Damn, I'm getting cooked in this other league, though. My receivers are doing nothing because I got all these injuries, man. Brutal. Norman Powell going to knock down the free throws. 10-point lead for Miami. Who else we got in here? Karen, what's going on? What else we got? Dom Boyle in the chat. I see my guy Dom. Let's go. 30 more seconds. Paul George back in the game for Philly. Need PG scoring. PG turns, kicks it out to McCain. The pump fake, the drive, the spin. McCain to the rack. Misses the layup. High off the window. Here comes Miami. Larson in the corner. Powell contested three. What a shot. Holy crap. I underestimated. I said 31 for Norman Powell. He's already got 28. Are you kidding me? Paul George for three. And he is fouled. Oh my gosh. Firebird in the chat. What's up, Firebird? Who else we got, man? Happy Sunday. 550 in the building. Appreciate y'all being in here. Rob Anderson in the house. Don Boyle. Kion in the chat. Smiley in the chat. Thank you to all the MVPs in the building. PG at the line. Going to knock down the first. You just cannot. I mean, this team just cannot do anything in the third quarter. Took them 3 minutes to score their first point in the third quarter. 4 minutes, my bad. That's wild, bro. Wild. Both free throws good for Paul George. 4 minutes in to the third. The Sixers don't wake up here. I mean, we say it every game as Larson takes Drummond to school and somehow smoked the layup. So the Sixers get lucky there. If the Sixers don't wake up now, man, it's gonna be tough. But Grimes now in foul trouble with 5 on the bench. McCain working against Mitchell. He's bumped and fouled. Guys, we need to get to 500 likes, man. We got 550 in the building, 350 on the like button. Get us to 500 so we can push this through the algorithm. It's greatly appreciated. Thank you for being here, man. McCain going to find Maxey. McCain for 3. Off the mark. He get the board. Here they come. Davion Mitchell dumps it to Powell. He chucks a deep one. Just missed it. Drummond the board. Dude, somebody else has to help Drummond on the glass, too. Like, everybody else is just standing around. Edwards drives, lays it up and in. Much needed bucket for Philly. Much needed bucket. This problem with us not scoring in the third reminds me of Brett Brown. Yeah, dude. This might even be worse. Adebayo, a wide open 3. Bro, can somebody play defense? We need to do defensive drills, man. This is unbelievable. We're just leaving guys wide open. Maxey up at the top, guarded by Bam Adebayo. 6:45 to go in the third. Maxey scanning. Maxey pulls a deep 3. Oh my gosh, man. Larson down the other end. Dude, this team is just tiring the Sixers out. Nobody's going for the glass. Wide open dunk. Are we serious? Yeah, bro. Bench everybody, man. This team ain't winning this game. Pathetic effort on the glass. Pathetic effort on the glass. This team's not winning this game, man. And I know it's crazy, man, because Not to say I told you so, but I told you so in the beginning of the game, man, in the preview, in the pregame show. I told you this was going to happen. I said the Heat are fire throwers in the first half. They're flamethrowers from everywhere on the court. They play fast. And when you get to the third quarter, the Sixers, for the life of this team, cannot score the basketball. I don't know what it is. And I know what they're going to do in the fourth quarter. They're going to storm back. They're going to make it close. But, like, nobody even went for that rebound other than Andre Drummond. I don't understand Nick Nurse's lineups right now. Like, I'm not blaming this on Nurse. Trust me. This is more on the players than Coach Nurse. But you're going up against a team that runs double big. They're playing fast as hell. You got to help Drummond out right now. You got to put another rebounder in. Drummond's got 17 rebounds, and yet the guy looks tanked. The Sixers right now are the second lowest scoring team in the third quarter. They're averaging 24 points a game, and it's one of the worst ratings in the last 11 years. But also, the Sixers are not playing any defense. They're not playing any defense whatsoever. The Heat, you got to give them credit because they're moving the ball around well. But the Sixers do this every game, man. Every game. Karen says the ridiculous foul calls are utilized to try and tear the heart out. Now, I can't blame the refs. I'm not blaming the refs. Sixers are not playing defense. Sixers are not playing defense. I don't know what happened with Maxey early in this game with his shoulder, but he does not look the same from the first quarter. I don't know why Nurse tries to switch up the lineup now every game in the third quarter, but he should have left Paul George in. Sixers need that scoring punch, to be honest. So, I don't know, man. Somebody's got to help Drummond on the glass. Anyway, man, 600 people in the chat. Get us to 500 likes. Let's go. Hit the thumbs up button. Subscribe to our channel. Thank you for being here, man. I appreciate it. Very much appreciated. $6:15 to play here in the third quarter. The Sixers have only scored 4 points in this quarter. Trendon Watford back in the game, 4-3-2. Watford floats it up and in. Much needed bucket. I just don't know if Maxey's going to have another run in him in the fourth quarter based on how he's looked. Larson fouled. Maxey just looks like he is completely gassed, but we'll see. First one missed at the line for Pell Larson. I still think the Sixers are going to make this a close game because that's what they do every single game. This is exactly how they play. But just felt like a weird game today. Larson going to miss both, though. Fans are going home with Chick-fil-A. They are happy. 12-point game. Let's go. You got to jumpstart something here. Maxey, McCain, PG, Watford, and Drummond on the floor. Maxey tried to get it into Watford. It was kicked by Davion Mitchell. It's Mitchell, Larson, Powell, Hawkes, and Adebayo on the floor. Busy Bee says free chicken should hype them up. I hope so. Maybe if you give the players free Chick-fil-A too. I don't know. Let's go. We need 30 more likes. Get us to 400, man. Maxey going to find PG. PG guarded by Norman Powell. Kicks it up top. McCain for three. McCain! Big time shot, Jared. Hawkes driving through the lane. Dumps it down low. Adebayo has it. He's working against Drummond. Adebayo going to take him inside. Floats one up. Missed it. Nice defense by Andre Drummond. Here's Paul George guarded by Jaime Jaquez. Now he switches. PG for three. Couldn't get it off the back iron. He'd have it and they're running the floor. Larson, Powell, dribbles, drives. Powell blocked. Great defense by the Sixers. Maxey to Watford. Watford to Drummond. Drummond taps it to Maxey for three. Got it!
He's on fire!
Got it! Big time shot by Tyrese Maxey. And just like that, here we go. Told you they're coming back, man. They do this every single game. Oh, man. How do they do it every game, bro? Guys, drop some fire emojis in the chat. I want to see you in the comments. Get us to 400 likes. We're almost there, man. Shout out to the chat. Always a fun time with y'all, man. Before we get back into the action from this commercial, got to give one more great shout out to our partners over at National University. Like I said, go check them out, man. They are a nonprofit accredited university offering flexible online schooling. If you are looking to go back to school, but you may not have the time or you have too much responsibility, you feel like you can't handle it, well, check out NU. They are one of the largest private nonprofit universities in the U.S. with 50,000 plus students and 250,000 plus grads. They have over 150 degree programs and a 50-year history of innovative learning. They provide you with other resources as well, like mentoring, career guidance, and even virtual mental health counseling. Last year, they awarded 50 million plus in scholarships. So if you're interested in checking them out, click the link down in the description or the live chat. They're also the sponsor of the Los Angeles Lakers. Shout out to NU, where you can juggle school with everything else life has to offer. Ladies and gentlemen, Sixers are making a run. They're making a run. Can it bring them all the way back? The good thing about basketball, man, is that you could be down 20, and the next 5 minutes, you get it back to 2. It's a game of runs, man. Game of runs. Can they bring it back, though? Can they bring it back, though? This is who they are, I guess.
Let's go.
See, we got a $5 super chat from Moo in the chat. Thank you so much for the support. Really appreciate that. Thank you. Appreciate everybody in the chat today. Here's Miami. After the Sixers are on a big run, Miami missed the 3. They get it back, though. Davion Mitchell to the wing. Larson wants another chance at it. Left it short again. Nice box out by Barlow, who's back in for Drummond. Here come the Sixers. Maxey on the wing. Finds Watford. Watford down in the lane. Floats it up. And in! Just like that, it is a 4-point ball game. 4-point ball game. It's a 10-0 run. They had a 16-0 run earlier, and now a 10-0 run. Mitchell, the drive. He floats it up. And he was fouled. They're going to call it on Tyrese Maxey. Busy says B-Pump must be out of office today. I was wondering where B-Pump is. I mean, VJ's not playing, so he probably took the day off. First free throw missed. Team just never gives up. I will give them that. It's pretty fun to watch. Second free throw made. 1 for 2. Maxey guarded by Adebayo. Heat are going to try to pick up the pace here. So the Sixers have to stay at least level with them. Maxey up to McCain. Heat look like they're running a zone right now. Watford turns, floats it up and in. Somehow the Sixers just keep scoring the ball now, which is beautiful. Now the Sixers are going to a zone themselves. Here's a three from Larson, and he knocks it through. Big shot for Miami. I'm sorry, that was Fontecchio. Not Larson. Fontecchio back in the game. Maxey, Barlow, Watford, PG, and McCain. Here's Maxey at the top. 10 on the shot clock. Drives downhill. Kicks it out. Barlow dribbling in. He spins. Puts it up and missed it. 6-point game. Maxey takes a charge from Jaquez. What a great defensive heads-up play by Tyrese Maxey. Big. Big. Ladies and gentlemen, we need 5 more likes. Get us to 400, man. Get us to 400 likes. Let's go. Smash that thumbs up button. Hit that subscribe button. Let's go. We're almost halfway to 49.4. We're almost halfway to 50K. Maxey for 3. It's in and out. Watford, the rebound, puts it up. It's goaltending. Yo, they didn't call that? No way. Maxey for 3. Gets the bounce. Let's go. Let's go.
He's on fire.
That was an easy goaltending that they did not call. But it results in the Sixers getting another point anyway. 15-4 run. Jaquez drives the lane, floats it up and in. Woo! What a game, man. Maxey dishes it off. PG for 3. Left it short. PG's going a little quiet here. Nice defensive play by PG, though. 2:10 to play here in the third. Guys, how you feeling in the chat, man? Who's been rocking with us for a while, man? Who's been rocking with us? We got 400 likes. Let's go. Drop the yes, sirs. Wake them up.
Yes, sir.
A travel on Miami. It's going back. Another turnover. Spoelstra is seething right now as the Sixers continue to make a comeback. Let's go. Wake them up.
Yes, sir.
You guys and girls have been amazing in the chat today. Thank you so much for being here. Here's the drive, the kick. Watford in the corner, a 3. It's short. Drummond couldn't tap it back in. 2 minutes to play here in the third. Jaquez blows by Paul George. What the heck was that, PG? Bruh. PG started off great. Now he looks bad. Here's Watford guarded by Jaquez. Going to find Maxey. 1:35 to go. Maxey to Watford at the nail. He turns. He spins. He puts it up. It's short. Come on. Jaquez, now Fontecchio. Fontecchio back to Jaquez, working against Maxey. 1:20 to go here in the third. 93-86. He turns, he puts it up. Jaquez again. And Miami finds themselves back up by 9. Paul George crossing over, driving to the lane, dumped it off. Drummond got it. Nice little touch by Drummond. I don't know why PG didn't take that himself, but oh well. Jaquez going to find Fontecchio. Yo, Drummond's got 20 rebounds. Holy hell. Hold up, bro. A missed 3 and a putback dunk by Kashad Johnson. Hold up, bro. Drummond's got 20 rebounds. Maxey dribbles, drives, lays it up and in. Bro. This is nuts, bro. 3-ball Fontecchio. Can't get it to go. Khalil Ware the rebound. Dribble drive and an easy scoop. Oh, man. Watford drives, kicks. Drummond, corner three. Drummond! Fontecchio blocked at the end of the quarter. It's a 6-point game. There's one word to describe every Sixers game. There's one word that describes everything that every Sixers game has in common. The common denominator is cardiac. Can you guys drop the word cardiac in the chat? 400 likes. Let's freaking go.
Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, before the season, Andre Drummond said two things. He said that he did toe yoga, which I've never heard before in my life. He dropped 20 pounds. And he said that he was becoming a three-point shooter. And he also said he was the best rebounder of all time. As much as I rag on Drummond for playing some of the best and worst basketball I've ever seen, what a dog, man. I mean, you can't ask for much more from Andre Drummond. This guy was not even supposed to really play this season that much because of a Dembona. And this dude's out here with every other center on the team hurt, dropping 20 boards in the first 3 quarters of a game. 20. 2 blocks, 13 points, 20 boards? Bro. That's wild, man. Toe yoga. Sixers end up losing the third quarter. They've now lost, I think, 14 or 13 of their first 16 third quarters. But you know what? They actually didn't get blown away. They lost the quarter 28-26. They only had 4 points in the first 4, or they only scored their first 4 points in the first 5 minutes of the quarter. They had no points scored until the 8-minute mark of the third quarter. And they only got outscored by 2. So I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that, man. Anyway, fourth quarter incoming. Get your hearts ready because it is going to be cardiac. Jared McCain going to drive to start the fourth, puts it up and missed it.
Sir.
Kashad Johnson, Jaime Jaquez, Drew Smith, Fontecchio, and Khalil Ware. Jaquez steps back. He's fouled. It's going to be an offensive foul. I'll take it. Let's go, man. Let's go, chat. Get me hyped up. Get us to 500 likes. Shout out to everybody in here, man. Appreciate y'all. Even the opposing fans. You guys have been great today. $10 super chat, Alchemist. Read that in 1 second. Thank you so much. Quentin Grimes back in the game. Pops a 3. He's playing with 5 fouls and missed that 3. Here come the Miami Heat. Khalil Ware. Ware puts up a 3 and knocks it down. Big shot. Alchemist says, shout out to all of Drummond's toes. I can't do a flat 10. Alchemist, thank you so much. Yo, Drummond's an interesting cat, man. He said he did toe yoga and he dropped 20 pounds. Well, shout out to Drum God. McCain trying to answer. He does.
He's on fire.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. Unreal, man. Unreal. Fontecchio a 3. He missed it. Sixers pick it up. 6-point game. Grimes going to find Drummond. Drummond dumps it to Edwards. Edwards drives and kicks. McCain all the way. Drummond can't get the layup, but he's fouled. Drummond's doing his thing, and Jared McCain looks to be back. Jared McCain's got 13 points now in this game. He's looking like himself, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Give McCain some love, man. Here's Khalil Ware going to dump it off to Larson, or excuse me, Fontecchio, and they do a little pick and roll, and Khalil Ware slams it down with force. It's a 7-point game. This could be one of them games where the Sixers try to take a... What just happened there? A backcourt violation? Are you kidding me? Dude, Drummond is trying his best in these pick and rolls. Somebody's got to help him out. Somebody's got to help him out. McCain spinning at half court. McCain. Here's Edwards, drives baseline. Puts it up, missed it. Edwards fighting for it. Nice save. Nice save. Here's Quentin Grimes. Grimes against Drew Smith. Drives reverse leg. Wow, what a crafty finish by Q. Dot. Khalil Ware going to dump it off. Here's Kashad Johnson. Poked away. Sixers get it back. Watford up the floor. Grimes on the break. Got it on the layup. Come on, man. It is a 3-point game. Timeout, Heat. Come on, chat. Drop the fires in the chat. Drop the blue and red in the chat. Let's freaking go. Woo! Let's go, man. Come on. 700 people in the chat, 430 on the like button. Get us to 500. Y'all have been amazing today. This is the Sixers Game Day live show. I do this every single game. We stream other games as well. We have a great NBA community here where you can listen in on the game, comment in real time, talk to other fans as well. We got a great game coming down the wire here. The Heat have played well today. Sixers have started to play really well today. Both teams have injuries, but it's a fun game. Both teams have fun games. Let's freaking go, man. The running back I picked up in fantasy now has 22 points on the day. They might as well just call me Howie Roseman. Hey, Sixers, if y'all need a GM at some point, man, my line's open, bro. My line's open, man. My line is open. Ladies and gentlemen, I will be dropping some Eagles content later today on my Eagles channel. Check it out, A to Z Philly. Mods, need y'all to drop some links in the chat, man. Follow us on all our socials as well. Support us everywhere. Let's go. Let's go. Happy football Sunday. We're here warming up with a freaking hot Sixers game. I mean, Heat, I tried to warn you, Heat fans. I tried to warn you this happens every game with the Sixers. So maybe you guys have been in similar games this year, but this happens every game for Philly. My entire receiver core is hurt, says Gabi. Like I said, I'm sitting pretty nice right now. I mean, I got like 3 bad injuries this past week on my fantasy, but I picked up a receiver last week who dropped 33 points right before the game. And I picked up a running back today because the guy I'm playing is number 1 and he's scared to trade me a running back. So I picked up a guy who's now got 22 points. So let's go, man. I'm just saying, if they need a GM, I'm here. Hawkes turns, puts it up, and is fouled in the lane. RB, get Coach Unc Lowry on the phone line. He's working media and part-time, isn't he? It is crazy how Kyle Lowry's on the bench, man. It's crazy. The way this man loves Philly, he'd be a damn good GM. Oh, man. Let's go, guys. Get us to 500 likes. We are almost there. 740 in the chat. Appreciate y'all being here, man. Join us every game. Second one is good. 105-101. 8:50 to play. Grimes playing with 5 fouls. Has to be careful. Here's Jared McCain. McCain, as Maxey's getting some rest on the bench. McCain trying to find his spot. McCain steps back, and it was poked away. Miami takes it away. Drew Smith down to Khalil Ware. Drives the lane, blocked under the rim. They get it back. Drew Smith lost it. Nice defense by the Sixers. Here comes Watford all the way. Ooh, a Euro. Got him. Ooh, that was clean trending. 2-point game. Hawkes kicks it out to the corner. Drew Smith for 3, and he hits. Big time shot. 5-point game. Let's go, man. Sixers got to keep par here. Grimes to McCain. 10 on the shot clock. Here's McCain. Dumps it to Edwards. Edwards up top to Grimes for 3. Tough shot. Tough shot. 7:50 to play here in the fourth. Drew Smith going to find Larson. Now Hawkes in the corner. He's had a nice game today. Edwards trying to D him up one-on-one. He spins. What a play by Jaime Hawkes. Left him in the dirt. Oh, my gosh. Cardiac as they come. Cardiac as it comes. Appreciate y'all being in the chat, man. Welcome on in. Thank you for being here. Do me a favor, like the show, subscribe to the show. We will be live for the post game after, right here on this show. You don't have to go anywhere. You can stay right on this stream. We are going to condense the post game a little bit today. Probably not going to take any live callers because I have some responsibilities to cover the Eagles after this. So we'll do a short condensed post game show, and then we will do our thing over on A to Z Philly. Check it out. Let me go ahead and drop my Eagles link here in the chat. Both of these teams are good fourth quarter teams, so it'll be interesting to see who can pull it out down the stretch. Miami looking for their 4th consecutive win. Sixers looking to get their 3rd win of the week. Just dropped my Eagles link in the chat if you guys want to check it out. I'm glad to see McCain looking like himself, though. It's really been nice to see. Watford's got 16, 7, and 7 off the bench. All right, guys, can we get to 500 likes? We're almost there. We're at 450. I'm RB. This is Philly Take with RB. Cover the Sixers. We cover the NBA. Let's get it. Bring that energy in the chat. Let's get some hype going in the chat. Drop some of those emojis in the chat. Let's go. Let's go. Alchemist says, I think after this year, you will all get a much better chemistry and games will be easier next year. Y'all have some great young players. Much love, man. Shout out to the Heat, too, man. They're looking like a good team so far. They're playing quick, playing great defense. Been a good team, man. What did I predict this game? I said the Heat would win 116 to 111. Yeah, it's going to be more high scoring than that. Alex says, I just subbed to your football channel. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Karen says, McCain's looking like himself. Dom says, my prediction is out the window with this garbage defense. Let's give some shout outs in the chat. Where are you guys watching in from today, man? Where's everybody tuning in from in the chat? Benedict in the house, what's up? AJ, what's up? Blaze in Tennessee, let's go. 7-point game, 7:30 to play. There's Tyrese Maxey back in for the final 7.5. It's Edwards, it's Grimes, Drummond, and McCain. Here's Maxey. Actually, I'm sorry, it's Barlow, not McCain. Edwards drives and kicks. Maxey to the corner. Barlow a 3. Couldn't get it off. Couldn't get it off in time. So I guess PG is only going to play 20 minutes. He's not going to play anymore. I don't know, man. I would have saved. I mean, PG hasn't looked that good in the second half anyway, but. Hawk is going downhill, kicks it out to the corner. Drew Smith working against Grimes, and he traveled again. It's his second travel. Second travel. Come on. We got Tel Aviv in the building. Shout out Tel Aviv, Nashville, Southwest Philly. What else we got? Philly suburbs. Let's go. 110 to 103. 7 minutes to play. Justin Edwards dumps it off to Quentin Grimes. Coming around his screen. Grimes at the mid-range. Stopped in his tracks. Finds Maxey downhill. Floats it up. Can't get it to go. He'd have the ball. Here comes Mitchell running it up the floor. Mitchell back to Norman Powell, who's in this game. Goes up, blocked by Barlow, gets it back. Now Adebayo floats it up and in. Drummond got caught lacking. Drummond got caught sleeping. Edwards going to find Barlow. Maxey up top. Maxey working against Mitchell. Maxey going to find Grimes. Grimes working, kicks to the corner. Barlow, dribble, drive, inside, goes up, and got it to go. What a bucket by Dominic Barlow. 6:10 to play. It's a 7-point game. There's Davion Mitchell. Jaime Hawkes. Larson goes in. He's fouled and one. It's a tough one, man. It's a tough one, man. Jeez, man. Ladies and gentlemen, 820 people in the live show. We need 41 more likes. Who's going to get us to the big 500, man? Drop a thumbs up. Larson misses the free throw. It's now or never for Philly. They're down by 9. It's been a struggle here in the fourth quarter. Can they get a bucket? Here's Andre Drummond, Quentin Grimes. Grimes dribbling, driving, turns, spins, kicks it. Edwards a 3. It's short. Drummond trying to tap it in. He missed it twice. Sixers are dissipating. Mitchell the drive. He missed the layup. He missed it. Grimes, Barlow, lost the ball. Gets it out to Edwards. Edwards. Floats it up off the side of the backboard? Are you kidding me, Edwards? What in the world? Adebayo wide open, drives, throws it down, and a timeout. Well, the 76ers took what they've done in the third quarter, and now they're doing it in the fourth quarter. It's now or never, man. 5 minutes to go. Sixers need a bucket. Grimes drives, lays it up, and missed it again. Jaquez, Powell, dribbling, driving, lays it up and in. 118 to 105, slipping away. Watford driving, kicking, Barlow a three. The Sixers offense, bro. I'm sorry, I gotta laugh. It's like, what are we doing, man? I feel like the Sixers are not trying in this quarter. Larson, another three. Missed it. Watford, wide open dunk. They needed that. Adebayo going to step back at two, and he missed it. Heat get it back. Norman Powell for three. Off the mark. This is your chance. This is your chance. Here we go. Tyrese Maxey at the top. 11-point game. 3.5 to play. Maxey gets the switch. Maxey pulls up the mid-range and hits. Big shot by Maxey.
He's on fire.
Once again, trying to salvage this as much as he can. +800 in the chat. You guys have been amazing today. Thank you so much for being here in the chat with me. Thank you for joining our NBA community. Get us to 49,400 subs. Hit the subscribe button if you have not yet. Hit the like button. Let's go, man. It's feeling like a Heat win, but if the Sixers can get one more push out here, they might have a chance to make it very interesting. So once again, it's been a very interesting game. The Sixers have done what they've typically done. They had a good end of the third quarter, but still didn't score a lot of points. They've only scored 16 here in the fourth. Very surprising because the Sixers and the Heat are both good fourth quarter teams. And they've both really not scored a lot here in the fourth. But anyway, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. We need 20 more likes. Get us to 500, man. Y'all have been amazing today. Shout out to the chat. Once again, Sixers Game Day Live presented by National University, powered by Sleeper. Another steal by the Sixers. Big play defensively. Grimes to Maxey. 3:10 to play. They need a bucket here. Watford, Maxey, doubled, lost it. Watford dives, and the Heat swarmed them. It's going to be a jump ball. Man, that felt like it could have been the one right there to like really pump some juice back into this. I mean, it's a 9-point game. You're right here, but man, the Sixers had a great turnover right there. And Maxey just got doubled. Why can't you say the score? Listen, bro, I'm trying to do everything, man. Relax, bro. Y'all can see the score on the screen. 118 to 109. I'm just saying, man, I've seen that like a couple times now. I'm trying to like break down what's happening for you guys, man. Grimes has it at the top. 118, 109, 257 to play. Sixers get it back off the jump ball. They need a big bucket here. Grimes still playing with 5 fouls. Steps back deep, 2. Can't get it. Drummond the rebound, and then it was poked away. Drummond's yelling at the referee as he runs down the floor. Hawkes kicks it out. Larson wide open 3. And that was missed, but the Heat get the offensive rebound. Here's Mitchell. Hawkes waiting under the rim, and the Sixers could not defend it. Maxey puts up a 3. That is short. Hawkes up the floor. Mitchell. Larson double team. Sixers have him trapped. Barlow got it, but he stepped out of bounds. We're not watching the screen. That's why we're asking you to say the score. Fair enough. Like I said, I'm trying my best, man. Appreciate you, though. Hit the like button, though, man. Get us to 500. Yeah, the Heat are going to win this game, man. They're scoring too much here in the fourth. Maxey going to pop a deep 3. That's way off. Barlow the rebound. Powell going to dribble, drive. Powell kicks it out. Larson for 3. It's short. Sixers get the board. 1:30 to play. It's an 11-point game. They need a 3 right here. Watford drives the lane. He lost it. He was fouled. Got it back, and he was fouled on the floor. Yeah, this one is chalked, man. This one is chalked, man. 122 to 112. Jaime Hawkes at the top, crossing over, driving downhill, and the Sixers give up a wide open layup and 1. So yeah, that's going to be the one. That feels like the dagger right there. But anyway, man, shout out to everybody in here. We are 498 likes. Y'all have crushed it today. It's been a great game. Very competitive game. The ups and the downs. And the Sixers have just kind of imploded here in the fourth quarter. How many points have they scored? 19 points in the fourth. Didn't Paul George play 25 minutes last game? Busy? He only played 20 today. It's interesting. But like I said, this is how the Sixers are going to be until they can get Joel on the floor consistently and Paul George and all the other guys. We can't play with minute restrictions the whole season. Hunter Salas is in the game for the first time this season. Salas going to drive, floats one up, missed the layup. But nonetheless, man, I do appreciate y'all, man. We do this every game, so feel free to always join in with us. As you saw from some people in the chat, you don't just have to be a Sixers fan. We welcome everybody. So I appreciate y'all, man. After this, we're going to take a few-minute break, go right into the postgame, condensed postgame today. Then I'll be doing some Eagles coverage later, so make sure you tune on in over on my Eagles channel at A to Z Philly. Let's give some shout-outs in the chat. If you guys have been rocking in here today, drop a comment. Oh, by the way, we got 500 likes. We still got to wake them up. Wake them up. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Wake them up. Salas missed the free throw. Shout out to all the members, all of the moderators, all the new channel members. You guys are amazing. Thank you. This game's out of reach. It's 125-113. Heat lead it by 12. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Another layup is good for Miami. It's a 14-point game. And the Sixers are going to have probably one more shot here as McCain takes it the length, and he's fouled. So we will have a few more seconds. Shout out to all the new subscribers today. Thank you for joining the family. Busy B in the chat. Omri, thank you for joining the nation. Bird Gang in the house. AG in the house. Karen in the house. JJ says, just subscribe. Go Heat. Thank you for subscribing, man. CO, thank you so much. Dom, appreciate you, man. Shout out to the chat. I did pick Miami to win this game. I had a feeling. Dang, the Chiefs might lose again? That's crazy, man. Step back three from the Heat. It's off. 6 seconds to play. Sixers running it up the floor for one more bucket. Barlow at the buzzer is going to slam it down with 1 second. So it is going to be a 10-point victory for the Miami Heat. That's how it's going to go. Yeah, I think Grimes really gypped us too. I think he just blew my 3 for 3 on Sleeper. Right? Grimes only had 15. Wow. So we went 2 for 3. That's crazy, man. We can't get that 3 for 3, man. We had it in the bag. We had it. Ladies and gentlemen, the Sixers fall to the Miami Heat here on a Sunday afternoon, 127-117. Heat win their 4th straight game. They move to 11-6, and the Sixers move to 9-7. We will be back Tuesday night for the Sixers versus Magic game. We're going to stay on here for a little bit for the post game. So this game actually went faster than I thought. So it's actually a good thing, and we'll have some time to do the post game stuff. So don't go anywhere, man. Stay around for us, and we'll get over to that. Joining you from Southern Africa. Wow, shout out to you. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you. We're going to talk about why this game was lost. We're going to talk about what happened and ultimately how we feel about this team at 9-7. $5 super chat from Alchemist. Thank you so much for the love, man. I really appreciate you. He says, thanks for the great years of commentating. You're the best RB. Next time, hopefully we'll have a competitive game to the end. Cardiac ones we love. I'll be honest, man. Every game has been cardiac for this team. So for once, we're not sweating on the final second. But yeah, man, it was a good game. I'm sure these teams will meet up. I mean, they will meet up, but I'm sure they might meet up in the playoffs too. We'll see. It was a good game, though. Shout out to the Heat fans. You guys were great in the chat today. Green Blaze, $2 super chat. Thank you so much. He says, RB, do you think Philly still needs a point guard? So I think they could still benefit from some more facilitation from the point guard position. I do like the way Maxey is, I like the way Maxey's kind of like deciphering everything on offense. I don't think they're going to trade for a point guard or anything. I think with Jared McCain getting healthier, that'll really help. I think we saw a lot of good things from Jared McCain today. VJ, once he gets his legs under him. So I think that's good. And Quentin Grimes as well. But I still think they could use a little bit more facilitation, like more of the playmaking mindset. And I thought Trendon Watford was going to be one of those guys after we saw what he did in that triple-double against the Raptors. Now, Watford did play his best game in a while today. He had 7 assists, 9 boards, 19 points. But I think if you could get a little more playmaking out of some of these other guys, maybe even Paul George, then they don't really need that. But that's my takeaway on that. I still love the way Maxi's playing. He didn't look good in the second half. I think he's kind of dealing with whatever was bothering him in the first quarter, but we'll talk about it. Talk about it all. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to go over to the post-game show. Once again, thank you for being a part of this today. Don't go anywhere. We'll probably do like a 20 to 30-minute post-game show, and then we will get on out of there. But Sixers Game Day Live presented by National University. Thank you guys for being a part of it, and don't go anywhere. Post-game show coming up in just a few moments. right. You know what time it is, man. Sixers Game Day Live Show, and it's the post-game live show presented by Sleeper here on a football Sunday, a Sunday afternoon. Not a lot of people may have been paying attention, but you missed a really good game. Although the Sixers go down to the Miami Heat, they lose this one 127-117. And speaking of football Sunday, I have to be watching the Eagles game and, doing all my responsibilities over on A to Z Philly in a bit. So we're going to do a little bit more of a condensed post game. And honestly, I think it's fitting for this game. Make sure you like the show, subscribe to the show if you are tapped in with us all the time. Maybe you're listening back on podcast platforms. Make sure you share, rate, and sub wherever you get your pods. Help us blow this channel up. But ladies and gentlemen, this is like the perfect game for a condensed post game because I only have a couple main takeaways in this ball game. First and foremost, okay, this was a valiant effort between two teams that are getting younger. They're energetic. They're fired up, right? They're moving around a lot. And coming into this game, before the game, we said the Miami Heat were fourth in defense. They were first in pace. They're playing without their leader in Tyler Hero, but all season long, they've been entertaining. They've been competitive. Why? Because they have a great coach, a great system, etc. Based on the injuries today and based on certain guys being out, and then looking on Philly's side, right? Joel Embiid misses his 7th consecutive game. VJ Edgecombe did not play today. I was fine with giving him a rest because they said he had calf tightness. Maybe it was just a rest day, but 4th game of the week, weird timed game. VJ has not looked like himself. He just doesn't look to be the same guy athletically right now. It just seems like he's kind of burnt out, and he played a lot of minutes early in the season. So personally, I was fine with giving VJ kind of a rest day, but you think about that, Oubre's out, Bone is out, Paul George played again, but the 76ers were dealing with a lot of injuries of their own. And if you go back a couple nights ago, Tyrese Maxey dropped 54 points, and he played 47 minutes on the second of a back-to-back. So I knew coming into this game that it wasn't going to feel that good unless Maxey could somehow deliver a crazy heroic performance. And at times in this game, he did. And also, I needed to see someone else take the burden off of him. And I think we kind of sort of saw it from Quentin Grimes. We kind of sort of saw it from Trenton Watford. But the PG thing in the second half was very weird with how Nick Nurse managed it. And I feel like if they could have gotten a punch from PG in the third or fourth quarter, maybe this would have been a different outcome. But nonetheless, the Sixers go down. And I'll be honest, man, this is one of those games where I'm okay with how it played out. Like, I'm not overly frustrated with the loss. I just think some things could have been managed a little bit differently. But it all goes back to what we say every game. The Sixers have a lot of depth and talent. We want to see it at its full capacity. But until we do that, we don't really know what it's going to look like. However, I do want to point out two big positives in this game. Number one is Jared McCain. Jared McCain dropped 15 points, 5 for 11 off the bench, and he is continuing to look more and more like himself every single game. There were times where Maxey had to come off the floor. He was winded. Grimes was up and down. He got in foul trouble. They gave the ball to Jared. They let the offense run through Jared McCain. Sixers went on a 16-0 run in this game. They went on an 11-0 run late, and there was just a lot of potential flashed from the guard play. So that is one of the big takeaways for me in this game. If we can see that guard play at full strength and full rest, and now Maxey can hopefully get his legs back under him a little bit, and we have VJ back in, based on the way McCain is starting to come into form, I think that this guard room is going to be lethal. Quentin Grimes had a big second quarter. He started off the fourth in great fashion as well, but he just kind of slipped off a bit. But, the foul trouble definitely affected Grimes. So my one big takeaway is Jared McCain is starting to look really good and get back into form. And I think that's huge for this team. The second thing I want to say is, as much as we've ragged on Andre Drummond and we joke around about him, this guy is playing some insane basketball For a guy that was supposed to be pretty much unplayable this year, we thought Bona would take that step. Looking at Andre Drummond, who in the offseason did toe yoga, dropped 20 pounds, somehow developed a three-point shot, and called himself the best rebounder of all time. This dude is backing up his words right now. I mean, this guy had 20 rebounds in the first 3 quarters of the game. He drops 14 points, 23 boards, 2 blocks in 38 minutes of game. And without Joel Embiid and without a Adem Bona and having to move Barlow to the backup 5 where he's not as comfortable, all these things going on, this guy is playing some really, really, really quality basketball. So I have to give a huge shout out to Andre Drummond. He was one of the guys that felt almost expendable at the beginning of the season. And somehow, some way, Andre Drummond has shaped himself into a very formidable backup this year. And he's just playing his butt off. 8 offensive rebounds. So shout out to Andre Drummond. I thought he did a really good job against Khalil Ware and Bam Adebayo. See, that's the thing about Miami. You know, they're able to play the 2 bigs. They're able to go Adebayo at the 5, run a lot faster. That's why they can play so damn fast. But I don't know, man. Drummond is playing well. Drummond's playing well. There was times in his game where I thought he left a rebound out there and he didn't guard the pick and roll. I just feel like he was gassed, if I'm being honest. I feel like he was just being gassed because nobody else was really showing a lot of effort on the boards. The final tally in this game was, let's see, Sixers got out-rebounded by 12, but really outside, if they didn't have Drummond, I mean, they would have gotten obliterated on the glass. So anyway, man, for what his role is for being a backup, I like what I'm seeing from Andre Drummond, and hopefully when Embiid comes back, that will be maximized even more. What else do I want to say about this game? Norman Powell looks fantastic. I picked him to lead the game in scoring with 31. He had 32. Norman Powell was incredible today, and he's just a flamethrower, man. He's a guy, you know, he comes out in the beginning of the game, drops 11 points quickly. Miami went on a run, and they ended up outscoring the Sixers by 10 in the first quarter. Then the Sixers come back and have a huge answer of their own, dropping 40 in the second quarter. And all of a sudden, it's a 4-point game at halftime. Then we go into the third quarter, where the Sixers are usually dreaded. They come out in the third, and they go scoreless for the first 4 minutes, and you're thinking, oh my gosh, here we go again. Here we go. The Sixers can't score a lick in the third, and they only ended up scoring 26. However, they were only outscored by 2 points in the third quarter. So they actually battled down the end of the third, and I do think Nick Nurse kind of messed up the lineups in this game. Every game he comes out of the third quarter, and he now replaces his starting power forward with somebody else. My ideology behind it today was he was trying to get Paul George more minutes later in the game. So he didn't want to start him right away in the third quarter. But in reality, he was only playing Paul George 20 minutes today. I feel like last game he played 25. So I'm confused why on 2 days of rest he only played 20 minutes. So whether that's the doctor's orders or whatever, I just feel like not having Paul George later in this game really messed him up. And he wasn't looking that hot in the third, but you just have to get to a point where these guys can play more than 20 minutes. Simple as that. So that was weird. They started Barlow in the third. They didn't play Paul George that much in the second half. And then it got to a point in the fourth where, you know, Tyrese Maxey started off on a heater this game. He had some crazy plays in the first half. Like, I keep questioning, how does Maxey keep coming out with this level of energy? But he does it. And I know people are going to watch or look back at the box score today and be like, oh, Maxey didn't play well. He had 27 points. He went 10 for 23. Here's the fact of the matter, man. Tyrese Maxey's winded. He's gassed. And I'm willing to give him that excuse because, again, he's playing without his max co-star. And for good points in these games, nobody else has really taken over. Nobody else has really taken that burden off him. And I think the Heat did a lot of good things defensively. They trapped the ball. They went to zone, and they're just playing up tempo. They're tiring you out. That's why the Heat are a classic example of if you run the floor well and you play up tempo, you're not going to win every game because of your lack of talent in some positions, but you're going to tire the hell out of the other team. And they just did not stop running. They just did not stop running at all. So Maxey came out. He's going toe-to-toe with Norman Powell. But in the first quarter, at the end of the first quarter, he went down. They said he was kind of holding his shoulder a bit. So I don't know if something happened to Maxey or not. But Tyrese Maxey was definitely dealing with something, and it affected him the rest of the game. And I don't think he was the same guy. Because first half, I mean, there was that stretch where Tyrese Maxey turns around, heaving a ball up right in front of midcourt with the shot clock expiring, and he nails it. Then he comes down the next possession. They find him on the wing. He chimes in another three. He was playing well. And in the second half, he just did not look that good at all. He was more inefficient, but I think something was bothering him. Other than that, like I said, Jared McCain looked really well. There was a couple sequences where Maxey and McCain went back to back. It just felt nostalgic. It felt like last year. It felt like last year where it was like, oh my gosh, we got that 1-2 punch, Maxey, McCain. Like, this is looking good. So that's really what I got on this game. Edwards is kind of iffy. I thought Trendon Watford played his best game in a while, 19, 9, and 7. And I feel like that gap in playmaking, I really feel like Trendon Watford can help make up the difference there, but they got to give him more opportunities with the ball in his hands. Sometimes he plays a little bit too passive. I thought there were points where Maxey got passive in the third, but like I said, I don't know if he was dealing with something or not. Shout out to Alchemist for becoming a channel member. Just saw that in the chat. Alchemist, thank you so much. Appreciate you, my guy. Much love. Thank you for all the support on the show today. Barlow had an okay game. It feels like he's trying to be the backup center now. Like they're trying to make him that, and I don't think that's his natural position. So I feel like it's a bit of an adjustment. Jabari Walker has a short leash once again, 4 minutes played. And it's kind of like a Walker-Watford thing. I don't know why Nurse is so short to pull it on Jabari Walker. Like, I feel like Walker's played okay when you give him more of a sample of minutes. So, I don't know, man. I'll tell you what, though. Edwards did play a good defensive game. There was a couple times in this game, whether it was Norman Powell, or who else was it? Jaime Jaquez, where they just put Edwards on the ball, and Jaquez had a great game. I feel like we should have seen more of Edwards on Jaquez later in the game. There was that one play at the end where Jaquez definitely blew right by him, left him in the dust, but 22 points for Jaquez off the bench was much needed. Powell had 32. Ware had 20 and 16, and Adebayo had 18 and 13. So, like I said, Drummond had 23 rebounds. He did everything he could against those two bigs. But like I said, Sixers just need their other guys on the floor. Simple as that. Simple as that, man. Couple other things I wanted to say in this game. The Sixers turned it over 15 times, gave up 21 points off those turnovers. That's because the Heat were playing so fast. There were a couple iffy calls in this game. I'm not willing to blame the refs, though. I just think the Sixers continue to do this thing. And this game followed suit, where early in the game, they come out, they don't guard the shooters well. They're not getting their spots. You know, there was a lot of wide open threes, whether it was Adebayo or Fontecchio or Norman Powell. Like, teams only have to hit the Sixers with one quick action, a quick ball screen or a quick flare, and all of a sudden, they got a shooter wide open. So I think Nick Nurse has to do more defensive drills in practice, because it's a regular occurrence at this point. It's like every single game we're seeing the same thing. It's actually wild. Like every game, Sixers come out, they usually either start fast or they get blown away right off the rip. Then they come back. Then they go to halftime, almost close to tie it up. Third quarter, they completely implode. And then the fourth quarter, they're playing catch up, and sometimes maybe 50%, they're able to, bring it all the way back. And they tried. I mean, it was close. I don't know what the closest they got in the fourth quarter was. I think it was like 4 points. Like, they were bringing it back again. They started the fourth quarter down by 6, and they got it down to 3. Then there was a timeout, couple bad fouls by Jared McCain and Quentin Grimes. And the Heat just, they have more depth than it appears on the surface. And it went from 4 all the way up to 11, and it never really came back down. And just a couple bad decisions out of the timeout later on. Sixers just a couple blown defensive plays. But at the end of the day, when I bring all this back full circle and I think about the conditions of this game and I think about who was in and who wasn't, this is one of those games I can't be that mad at. I think there's a lot they have to work on, and it's the same things I say every single game. But at the end of the day, and I'm going to say this again, if I feel like I'm a broken record, the 76ers need to get the full team on the floor. The good part is that I feel like they can be really good with their full team on the floor. The bad part, though, I don't know if we'll ever get to see it. You may not be concerned, but when Joel Embiid misses 7 consecutive games with right knee soreness and they keep telling us that he's going to be fine and it's just painful right now, I'm concerned about that. I'm concerned. But with the way Maxi's playing and his ability to initiate and take over games, and, with what we've seen out of the other guards, and now with Paul George starting to look good, like, that second half was disappointing, but in the first half, I thought Paul George looked really good moving around. Like, physically, he looked good. Maybe the stats don't show up well, but I thought PG was playing a pretty good game. And Jared McCain is looking like himself too. So again, it's like this never-ending road of like, will we see the Sixers healthy? They're 9-7. They're a middle-of-the-pack team. But fully healthy, I think they can win a lot of games. So, shout out to the Miami Heat. They're well coached. Obviously, Eric Spoelstra is a legend, and they did what they always do. They come in and they play fast. They played good defense, and both of these teams struggle in the third. It was very close, and then the Sixers went dry in the fourth quarter, and they were never able to recover. They only scored 24 in the fourth quarter. They only scored 50 points in the second half, and that's how this game went. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's really all I got on this game. I want to give a couple shout outs here in the chat. Alchemist, who's been rocking in here with us. Thank you for the support. Karen's been in here all stream. Dom, Busy B, the OGs always showing up and doing their thing. So I really, really appreciate all of you. And other than that, I don't have too much to say on this game. And I do have, obviously, to go, do some football stuff. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to say this one more time. We'll do a couple segments here and then we'll get out. But player of the game. Who's your player of the game? Drop it in the chat. Thank you for always tuning in with us and rocking with us, man. Bit of a weird time to game today. Didn't feel like normal. Player of the game for me has got to be Norman Powell. He dropped 32 points, 4 rebounds, and he went 11 for 18. And honestly, man, I don't know if he's in all-star consideration right now, but he's averaging 25 a game, and Norman Powell deserves credit. I've always liked him. I've always thought he was underrated. I don't know why the Clippers thought it was a good idea to get rid of him to get Bradley Beal, but Norman Powell, especially without Tyler Hero so far, is playing really well. So he's got to be player of the game. I thought he played really well today, and he's just hard to stop when he gets that flow going. He's one of those microwave scorers that just heats up and, he's hard to really stop. So I got to give it to Norman Powell. And also, we got to give a shout out to our great partner of the show, that is Sleeper. Ladies and gentlemen, I thought we were headed towards our first 3-for-3 game. I thought we had it, and I probably jinxed myself at halftime. Download the Sleeper app. If you can go 3-for-3 on Sleeper or more, anywhere from 2 to 8 picks, go check it out. Use the code Philly. Take it 100% deposit match on your first deposit up to $100. I had Drummond over 12.5 boards. He had that, I think, in the first or second quarter. Finishes with 23. I had Grimes over 17.5. He finishes at 15. And I had Norman Powell over 23.5. He finishes with 32. So Grimes did it to us again. So close, Q-Dot. So close. Once Grimes went on a heater in that second quarter, I'm like, oh yeah, we're going to get this. Anyway, man, check out Sleeper. Use the code PhillyTake and go get a free $20 entry on the Sleeper app right now. Thank you to them for partnering with us all season long. All right, ladies and gentlemen, last thing I'll say, come follow us over on the Eagles channel at A to Z Philly. Thank you all for being a part of this. I love doing this, man. You guys were great in the chat today. Even the Heat fans that chimed in were respectful. It was a lot of fun. Unfortunately, the Sixers could not pull out a W, but they have the Orlando Magic on Tuesday. They have the Brooklyn Nets on Friday, and I believe the Atlanta Hawks on next Sunday. So 3 games coming up that I feel like they can win, and hopefully they can bounce back and take what they learned today and apply it on Tuesday night. But that is where we are at. Make sure you follow us on all social platforms. We got a $5 super chat from Alchemist. Alchemist, thank you for the love, man. Appreciate you. It says, hey, RB, last thing. Is it possible to enable us to gift the memberships if love to intend it to others more than myself? Thank you. Shout out to the chat. Is it possible to enable for us to gift memberships? I mean, yeah, anybody can, I believe, gift a membership, right? Maybe it's a setting on your YouTube show, but yeah, I think we had like 3 gifted memberships earlier today. So yeah, anybody can gift a membership. There should be like a little plus button or a little monetization button down below. And I think that all you have to do is click that and it should say something about like gift memberships, right? Mods, you let them know. You let them know. Or maybe if you join, I don't know. But yeah, there should be something down below where you can do it. One of the mods, let them know. I think Dom Boyle gifted a membership. Dom, let them know what to do. Anyway, man, shout out to the chat. Once again, this is the Sixers Postgame Live presented by Sleeper. And I know we're a little bit condensed today. Like I said, we got to run, but you guys were amazing. Thank you so much for being a part of this. And I hope you all have a great rest of your weekend. And I will catch you on the next one. Hope to see you all there. So that's all we got on this one, man. Sixers go down and they lose it 127 to 117. Sixers fall to 9-7 on the season. They have now alternated on their last 8 games. Win, lose, win, lose. Got to get the team healthy. Got to bounce back. Tough, competitive battle. Hope you all have a great rest of your weekend, man. Sixers Postgame Live right here on the Sixers Game Day Live Show. Best community in the world, man. Enjoy the rest of your day. Peace.